This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
People tell me hackers are listening to all of us on our mobile phones. Buy online, they steal your info and get in your accounts at the savings and loan. My credit's bad, I can't get a mortgage, can't even finance a late model car. I wouldn't mind someone taking my name, give me a brand new start. Feel free to steal my identity, steal my identity. I dare ya! My mom, her maiden name's QWERTY. 1, 2, 3, 4 is my passcode. My pet's name is Fido. Now you're in me. Look at all the stuff we owe. I had 3 surgeries with insurance, 2 on the back, 1 for the heart. They garnished my wages, couldn't pay my deductible. Take my name, give me a brand new start. Steal my identity. My social security number is 209-526-413. Steal my identity. Come on! Let me tell you a little bit about myself. My FICO score is 303. I'm a single dad, paying child support, 1 paycheck away from bankruptcy. So please, steal my identity, steal my identity. Come on! Na 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 na. No IRA, no annuity. The IRS is auditing me. Answer the phone, it's a collection agency. Steal my identity.
Yeah. Hey there, hi there, ho there, good morning. Good morning. That's right, it's the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello, chick.
That is some shirt. Tom, you want to check this out?
It's great.
Really pretty.
Colorful.
Very, very.
Lively.
Check this out.
Oh, my gosh. Wait a minute. She's showing her shoulders. Somebody call HR.
I saw bra strap. We got bra strap.
Not only bra strap, black bra strap.
Yes, trumpet.
I think it kind of looks like a placenta.
What?
The coloring of it looks like a placenta. Don't you think, Tom?
No, it's like a Liberty print.
That's the first thing I saw. I saw my first placenta, and I said, That looks like a Grateful Dead T-shirt. I thought it was kind of tie-dye. Yeah.
How many placentas have you seen?
Oh, dozens.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, is this before you cook them or after?
No, I have them with stir fry. You're right. There's a lot of protein.
White rice or the pilaf?
A little of both.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Rocking shorts today. Check local listings. He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. Tom, do you have any fashion advice for Josh wearing shorts?
Go for it.
No.
No, that's not what you say. A Don doesn't wear shorts.
Well, I know that.
Is what you say.
Well, of course.
I'm not a Don. I'm a Josh.
There you go.
So
Well,
Josh's wear shirts.
Did you cut your hair yesterday?
I got my haircut. Yeah.
Okay, good.
No
good.
kidding.
Yes.
Looks good.
Floby.
Thank you.
Floby.
Yep.
You know,
Got it out of the crate.
Is the Floby still out there?
honest to gosh,
We talked,
George Clooney
yeah.
uses a Floby, so he says.
Clooney has said he uses a Floby.
No
He's
way.
still to this
That's what he
day.
says,
you can
yeah.
look it up.
In
Have you
interviews.
seen him this week?
He's coloring his hair for that Broadway.
he's all
He's
dyed up.
he's on Broadway, and he's got his hair jet black. Looks good.
I thought you and I were going to go see that.
Yeah, I've got too much going on right now. I can
Eddie.
barely function.
Because you knew Eddie Murrow, right? Didn't you guys? Weren't you guys?
Eddie Murrow.
You guys start off.
I bought him his first pack of cigarettes.
That's what I thought.
Ed, you're going to like these. When you get there to London during the bombing, you're going to want a couple of
Man, what happened
Luckies.
in those days? Well, I was a kid growing up in Central Ohio, Channel 10. I think his name was Chet Long, the evening news anchor. And he's smoking a cigarette.
Wow.
Yeah, giving you the news. And Murrow smoked on camera. And
I remember the national guys smoking on
What
camera,
happened to
not
that,
the local
Tom?
guys.
Oh, I think cancer might have been the thing that happened to that.
I happened to run across this in 1988 is when the ban on smoking on airlines went into effect for flights less than 2 hours. Do you remember that?
Sure, I still an occasional ashtray on an airplane.
No.
Yeah, not people
well,
aren't
those
using
got to be taken out of service by now. I would.
Hey, listen, I think Americans make very nice aircraft. I'm very pleased that we have great engineers, and if there's an ashtray in the seat, it's okay with me.
And with a dissenting opinion, here's Josh Arnold. Josh?
Well, they do tend to get where they are supposed to go.
Yeah,
That's sort of the idea.
They just really cram you in there.
they really do.
Boy, do they ever.
You know, I bet you there's some sort of airplane science. You guys know there's casino science and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They study trends and people's behavior.
No windows, no clocks.
And I bet they have the inchage, if you will, down to a centimeter. How close they can
Well, I
put
bet
the
they're
chair.
changing it because I was just reading an article about caskets.
Oh, how big they're getting?
Why
Yeah.
were you reading an article
Why in
about
God's
caskets
name?
on your birthday yet? I'm guessing it was yesterday,
I was
right?
thinking perhaps of gifting someone with one.
Oh, I can think of a few people.
Well, now I'm sad for the rest of the morning.
Oh, that's good. Now, we have a number of things to get. Yeah, no, but the people are getting bigger. Remember we were talking about my idea to do a Baloo store at Disney World where it's just nothing but XL, double X, triple X, and 4X? I think it'd be a smart idea. People are big.
Yeah.
They're making bigger caskets. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Now, we had an interesting story yesterday, and this is something I just don't get, and that is these people who do this ghost pepper eating thing. Mm-hmm. And the one yesterday was some guy, he's a Canadian YouTube star.
Yeah, he is.
There's 2 strikes.
You know, that's what slash influencer.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's the 3rd strike. He has the world record for eating Carolina Reapers. I guess the 2nd hottest chili pepper. There's also one that has, I guess, nuclear properties or something. But he ate a number of them in I think 25 and 30 seconds or whatever.
Oh, my gosh.
It's 4 minutes, but
And I was trying to remember, didn't we have a story about some guy dying eating them? And I did a little homework overnight, and I found a couple of them. Here's the headline: Ghost pepper burns 1-inch hole in man's esophagus. This is a guy who was in a contest. As part of a contest, 47-year-old man hospitalized with, quote, spontaneous esophageal rupture. He was in the hospital for nearly a month. This is here in the U.S. of A.
Sounds awful.
yeah, it does.
How can that happen?
Well, because you're eating something that you shouldn't be
Well,
eating.
I know, but it shouldn't. He must have
Eat through his esophagus.
He must have a weak esophagus.
It looks like almost 100 people wrote thank you cards from his anus, just to congratulate him on getting. How about this one? News anchor attempts to eat world's hottest chip. This was from KWGN. The news anchor Natalie Tisdall and her colleagues unwrapped these Pocky chips. Have you heard of
Yeah,
them?
we had those here, didn't we?
Yeah.
we almost had Ace eat them, and then we went, maybe we should.
That's not a good idea.
Yeah. She
That was 20/20 hindsight.
took a bite on the air, doubled over, and started puking.
I had really spicy French fries, and they were called ghost fries. So I thought, ghost, white, maybe they have feta cheese on them or something. Duh. So I ate two really quick, and they were crazy spicy, and I started hiccuping.
Oh, yeah.
It was like my diaphragm or whatever was in a spasm.
Man.
She said,
Hi.
3 hours later, I had the chills and a massive headache. I felt like I'd been beat up and left in a dark alley.
In a way, it is a poison. I mean,
Right.
isn't it the pepper's defense mechanism?
Yeah.
Hey, less animals will eat us
Right.
if we...
Yeah, you're right.
Now, here we go. Food authorities in Denmark recalled 3 types of instant noodle products from South Korea.
They were too spicy?
The active ingredient, they say, is a neurotoxin and a health hazard.
Jeez.
I don't mess with anything that has neuro in it.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Right?
I have
for you.
precious few brain cells as it is.
Yeah, so I guess, hey, Denmark can't handle soul food. Thank you. The South Korea joke.
Sure. Yeah.
The silence was deafening, and he's thanking people. Yes, sir.
And here's the good one. Following the death of a Massachusetts teen after he ate an extremely spicy tortilla chip, experts are renewing calls to rethink spicy food challenges.
Yeah, that's...
Yes.
And weren't those really spicy chips? Weren't they sold one at a time in a box? or
Yes.
something
Yeah.
like that?
Yep, they
Yeah.
sure were.
Well,
That's what we had in here, too.
Yeah, that's marketing, by gosh.
yeah, so kids, stick to the Tide Pods if you want to. Don't be an idiot. Wow. So there we go. I knew that there's somebody had a fatality from one of these goofy things. We're not going to do that on today's show.
Are you one of those guys where you always have a bottle of Tabasco handy? You put Tabasco on like your eggs.
We
No.
have Red Hot. Is that what it's called? The
Yeah,
Red?
yeah,
That's
same thing.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hot sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
That's very common
Yep.
among heroin addicts.
I don't.
Hot sauce?
A little Frank's Red Hot can
Frank's?
really... If you've just got some mixed vegetables, a couple dashes, and you've got like a whole new dish.
Is that right?
Black,
Yeah, and it's
Oh,
not too
yeah.
spicy. Just some nice flavor.
black,
I've always-
black beans is delightful.
We use it
Yeah.
on eggs. Yeah, we use it a lot.
I'm a big pussy when it comes to spicy food. I just can't.
Oh, I think you can go farther than just spicy food.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you.
You forgot to say thank you again to the crowd. I think it was my acting and my hurt face I gave him, and he's never been happier. Look at him.
A little bit of a hot sauce goes a long way. Didn't we determine at one point there was some survey that what in your refrigerator has been there the longest?
Oh yeah.
And isn't it universally
Worcestershire sauce.
That's people have it for decades.
Yep.
And then what is that, Josh? The coconut amino.
Coconut aminos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bottle of that's been there since I moved to my house, and I have a full can of Diet Pepsi way in the back, but the tab
Yeah.
broke off of
Yeah.
it, so I can't open it, so
Sure,
it just sits in there now.
You can shotgun it one day.
I haven't gotten
I have apple cider back there that's never been touched.
apple cider vinegar is supposed to be good for
I
you.
know.
A shot a day.
yeah.
ACV.
Dilute it.
Oh, is that what was going wrong?
you
I
want to put
hated
that
it.
in a big glass of water.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, well,
Way to go, dum-dum.
all right, let's check in with your home security and our buddies at Simply Safe. They've got it down for you.
That's right. And Simply Safe has the FBI announced crime data shows break-ins are more likely during daylight hours than under the cloak of night. And guess that's right. We have more daytime hours right now. There's never been a better time to install Simply Safe at your compound, and we've got a great deal for you. I'll fill you in here in a second. Simply Safe. Millions of Americans enjoy the new standard of home security and greater peace of mind every time they arm their system because they have Active Guard outdoor protection. It's AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents. And if someone's lurking around your compound, agents see and talk to them in real time, can activate spotlights, and even call the police all before they have a chance to get inside your home. Cut them off before anything starts. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. And monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. And they have a 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. Visit simplysafetom.com and you get 50% off a new system and professional monitoring plan. Your first month is free. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Thank you very much, Chickster. Coming up, fascinating things going on in the world, and we'll be covering many of them. We have a really interesting penguin update, not the one from Batman, but the little critters. Marijuana news coming up.
A lowdown on the NFL draft.
And one of my favorite things in the news, stilts.
True. He loves stilts.
Yes.
In an all-new way.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's so exciting. And Fire Festival news and a crucifixion reenactment. Whoops. We'll see what happened. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Make this your best season yet with nutritious 2-minute meals from Factor. Eating well has never been this easy. Just heat up and enjoy, giving you more time to do what you want.
Get outside instead of prepping and cooking indoors. Factor meals arrive fresh and ready to eat, perfect for any active lifestyle. And with 45 weekly menu options, you can pick gourmet meals that fit your goals. Choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more.
Factor powers your day with satisfying breakfast, on-the-go lunches, premium dinners, and guilt-free snacks and desserts. It's easy to savor more this spring. Factor meals pack in the flavor with none of the fuss.
Get started at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 off and use the code BobandTom50 off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. The code is BobandTom50 off at factormeals.com/BobandTom50 off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Jake.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee at the sports desk. We'll be visiting the world of sports at some point soon. Now, however, we'd like to check out the mailbag.
I've got one.
I got a mailbag.
Why don't you
for
start? Why don't you start out right
I
there?
got one about you.
Second mail.
Dear Tom, this is from Taylor. I apologize, Tom. Your most recent spill is on me.
Oh.
I was listening and watching on YouTube yesterday morning and saw your coffee sitting there and the straw coming out of it, and I thought to myself, it has been a while since Tom has spilled something.
Oh, one of those moments.
And the next thing I know, ... then thanks for coming through. The next spill's on you.
Yeah, it was iced tea.
That's Taylor.
And I decided I would put a straw in it so the ice wouldn't be jostling around and, making noise on the radio.
So, behind-the-scenes types, we have come together and we've found you an adult sippy cup. It's on the way. I believe we have a picture of it coming up right about now.
He doesn't seem terribly amused.
Our producer's running in here.
Okay, apparently. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, never mind.
Sorry.
Well,
Why do you blame Eddie?
It's beautiful.
But Taylor,
It's beautiful.
Oh, look at that. Two handles.
There
You
it
can't
is.
miss it.
How about that?
oh, that's great.
And blue to match your eyes.
I got iced tea everywhere, but it was delicious from Java House.
course.
Delicious tea.
Did your pants stain or did it?
No, they didn't really.
No kidding.
yeah, tea's pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't
wow.
too bad.
Not too stubborn.
Yeah.
Taylor had one of those moments though where you think you might be a wizard.
Yeah.
What is that? What is it called?
Telekinesis.
Telekinesis, when you can make stuff
Have
move.
you had those moments?
Yeah, hasn't everybody kind of like thought something and then it happens? You go, oh my gosh, did I make that happen?
Did you ever do the thing where, like, for example, there's this one place on the freeway where if you're eastbound and you look to the left, there's a building and it's made of all mirrors.
Yes. And you can see your own car
You
going
can see your
by.
own car, depending on if there are cars coming the other way.
Right.
And I'll say, this is going to happen if I can see my car today. Am I the only one that does this?
Yeah, I think you're the only one.
How
that does that.
self-involved are you?
Well, I'm paying attention. I'm
I think
driving.
plenty of people, though, go, if this light, as I'm going through a green, if it doesn't turn yellow, this, or if it does turn yellow, that. Yeah. Yeah. It's really no way to live. I mean,
It's always happened. It's no way to live, boy.
You should try to operate within your own.
But it's
somewhat
funny, I had-
irrational,
Right,
but it's okay.
I had that happen just the other day. I was thinking something and it happened, and I went, wow, I wish I could think of $1 million and it would happen
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
No, it rarely does.
No.
Maybe it will today. You never know.
Never know. Could hit the lottery.
This is interesting. This comes to us from Jeff. He goes, there seems to be an uptick in letters from Idaho.
There sure was that one
you're
day.
right.
We love Idaho. Anything but Michigan, for God's sake. Every letter comes from Michigan.
Jeff writes, at this point, the universe has spoken.
Oh.
Perhaps do a morning broadcast from one of our local bars and your stand-up comedians as well.
Yeah, we've been trying to get to Idaho.
So,
What is that?
Love
what the whole
23-hour drive?
A nice
It's the
idea.
greatest.
This is Jeff from Boise.
I love Boise.
I was supposed to go, but COVID ruined it. I haven't been able to go back.
Well, they've cleared it up now. I think you can go.
Somebody in Idaho was saying if COVID shuts everything down, Josh just wasn't meant to visit.
Man, oh man.
There you go.
I got a Chuck Norris joke.
That's okay. I work as an elementary school custodian, says Kyle.
Plow forward, Josh.
This is a good one.
Kyle says there's a National Custodian Day. It's October 2nd, and we did talk about that.
we did.
Yes,
But it's
we did,
always a good
Tom.
reminder. October 2nd for custodians.
All right. Well, we'll have to keep that in the back of our heads.
We were celebrating custodial work and janitorial work.
That's right.
Is a custodian a more elevated title than janitor?
Of course.
I think so.
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, of
Yeah.
course. Custodian even sounds more.
But there's no shame in janitor. I don't want to.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a really, I think, a clever,
You're not helping.
nuanced Chuck Norris joke.
You're not helping
All right.
your cause.
Chuck Norris ordered a Big Mac at Burger King, and he got it.
Boy, I'm glad that we stood
Well,
for that.
Mike from Bardstown, Kentucky, apparently
First of all,
they don't like it. I thought it was.
I'd like to congratulate the room. We've turned these somehow into hilarious interludes by not doing anything. No sound at all.
We might be off the air. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, perhaps you'll like this letter.
Okay.
We were talking about pornographic movie theaters,
Sure.
and apparently there's still one left
Yeah, it sounds like in L.A.
in Los Angeles.
Yeah, it was a famous name. I forget what it was.
And there was-
like the Bijou or something.
Tivoli or Rivoli
And
or
then there's
Tiki or
there was
Yeah.
a famous actor was arrested a decade or so ago at a porno place
was that?
somewhere in
Fred
Florida.
Willard?
Fred
Sarasota,
Willard.
Florida.
yeah.
yeah.
Sarasota.
Oh, he was out in L.A. Fred was out in L.A. Yeah.
But Pee Wee was in Sarasota.
In any event,
Pee Wee Herman.
he goes, "Hey everybody, I was listening to you guys yesterday discussing the porno movie theater. I worked in one back in 2005 for several years. It was $10 for 6 hours.
Whoa.
You could come and go
As you please.
When did
as
they?
you please. I don't think the pun was intended.
When did they come up with the hourly rate?
Who needs that much time?
Instead of buying a ticket for the movie? That's either really smart or really, I don't know.
By the way, he writes, we were open 24 hours, including holidays. We also rented out movies and sold toys.
Boy, there's nothing like Christmas at the dirty movie place.
That's really sad.
Yeah, he says, congratulations, Tom. Keep spilling your iced tea. Thank you very much.
That is kind of movie theaters kind of got the short end of the stick for holiday. They're open on Christmas.
Yeah.
I had to work when I was in the cinema business.
Yeah.
Yes.
Had to work. You could only ask off for two of the main. So Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day.
Huh.
So
Which
And
did you pick?
I always picked Thanksgiving. Oh no, I didn't. I don't remember.
Oh.
But I always worked holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah. And packed.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's some people's tradition. They go to a movie on Christmas.
Well, they probably had enough of each other and want to go somewhere.
Yeah,
where
it's
they
not a
can-
bad thing.
Or they don't celebrate.
Yeah.
2 hour.
You know,
getaway.
that's a great first date, by the way. Take her to a movie. You don't have to talk or anything.
And you mean a regular movie, not one in the pornographic theater we were talking about.
Well, you know,
Not if
whatever
it's-
she's up for.
Not if you take your date to Blue Velvet. Then it's a nightmare.
Is that where you took her?
Yeah, I took a date to Blue Velvet. Ooh.
Yeah.
The David Lynch film.
Not your current girlfriend.
No. We did a restaurant.
Of course. Did she pay?
Appetite like a
course.
horse.
Hey, speaking of movies,
Appetite like a horse.
this is a one-sentence email from Jacob. You guys pissed me off with the son of a woman bad talk.
It's just the most egregious error in the history of the Academy of
Jacob?
Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. That's all.
I'm a big fan of that movie. Don't you listen to these naysayers.
They should give Denzel Washington a retroactive Oscar for Malcolm X for what they
Has
did.
he-
What they did to him.
Has he not gotten one? In,
He has
gotten
one.
two.
One for Glory,
That's what I thought.
And Training Day. Yeah.
Training Day.
This comes to us from Frank
You're going to play basketball in Pelican Bay. Oh, sorry.
in Arab, Alabama.
Oh, that is the way they
That's the name of
pronounce
the
it.
place.
Yeah.
He said there are still several adult theaters, at least 4 that I know of, in Alabama and several in Tennessee.
Wow. All right. So,
You can do a tour.
yeah. you do a crawl.
Then he says
porn
Corn crawl.
three hot bears now in the studio.
3.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, is that Frank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frank
Frank's
from Arab.
Thanks, Frank. I wonder if I'm one of them. I'd like to think
We,
so.
we got like 5 people. 6, well,
Now, here we go.
Tom's not a bear, is he?
No, I don't think he would be considered
Too
a bear.
thin
No,
now.
you three.
I don't know if it's Oskay or Pat. So
We're both bears.
Dear, this is from Robert. In Lansing, Michigan, the adult movie theater was called the Pussycat.
Ah,
It's now a Chinese restaurant.
where they serve it.
Pardon me?
Where they serve Pussycat.
I see.
yeah.
You
Is
mean,
that joke too quick? I didn't feel like it was.
No, it's-
so you're
I
implying
think-
that they're eating cats?
I think it was fine.
That was the old
But no,
hack
no.
joke about
Yeah, yeah.
Chinese restaurants.
Here's the thing.
I
though,
thought it was dogs.
He
no.
It was cats.
he reacts oddly to some.
We should have laughed at Chuck
jokes.
Norris.
Yeah, I
or
know.
something.
Now he's going to make us pay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to make all the Chinese restaurants mad. Well, no, they
Fine.
know we tease them about kitty cat. Okay.
Good morning, happy people. You were discussing
wrong
body.
show.
You were discussing body odor. I had to work with a guy who consumed large quantities of Jack Daniels. He carried it in the trunk by the case.
Oh
Pat.
my gosh.
His body emitted a strong odor. I would have clients tell me if he ever showed up drunk again, they would take their business elsewhere. Okay. We were discussing body odor.
That ties into Son of a Woman.
Oh,
Where he
wow.
goes, I'll have a John Daniels.
Yeah.
You've known him as long as I have. You call him John.
Yeah, that was.
Isn't that good, Chick?
Oh, hell boy. That's Oscar worthy.
I hear Chuck Norris ordered a John Daniels, and he got it. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, well,
About as funny as the
If
last
you're
one.
just
well, he's
joining
not
us,
going to give up now. It's going to be a whole day of this.
yeah, that you can look forward.
Dear Tom,
No.
this is from Mike. Why do you have to say every day pompously, who's screening these emails, regarding especially my fantastic idea about fantastic facts with Josh? Mike suggested this. That's fine, Tom. Go ahead. Crap on my attempt at comedy. See if I care.
Oh.
Well,
I'm going to shave the sides of my mustache.
Nothing says I don't care like writing a second email.
Right.
That's it, Tom. I'm shaving the sides of my mustache, quitting art school, and moving to Austria.
that's a lot going on.
That doesn't go well.
There's an Adolf Schicklgruber reference.
Boy, oh boy.
Failed artist in Austria.
Yes, let's see.
Mike in North Carolina.
Adolf, nice job drawing. What is it? A little. What do you have to draw? A little duck to get into art school.
Winky.
Oh,
Winky.
yeah.
Okay. If you're just joining us, hello. This is the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And we will continue our letter segment from you. It's Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. If you'd like to write us, we would certainly like to hear what you have to say. Do you have anything else over there?
I've got one. I think Josh should continue his True Hollywood Stories, and it should be a daily segment. We have to kind of let that...
True Hollywood Stories.
Yeah, back in the big time.
He's been an
when you were in cinema?
He's been an entertainer for quite some time.
Oh, sure.
I don't even know where the True Hollywood music went.
We don't. The true music's in our hearts and souls, isn't it?
Oh, that's
Hollywood. Yeah,
that's Hollywood. You remember? Actually, this look is why I think we kind of let it go by the wayside.
Brian Dennehy and I once.
What a party!
We once played a prank on
Sinatra.
He's got great stories like this all the time.
No, Tom's going to finish them.
And evidently Tom was there.
Krista, you're a puzzle person.
Love them.
Tell me if this would make you mad, because apparently this makes Scott's wife very mad.
Okay.
My wife does puzzles from time to time, and I rarely help, says Scott.
I rarely help.
But I like to steal a piece and wait for her to finish it. When she's down to that final piece and complains it's missing, I pull it out and do the final piece.
No.
I like it.
She does not find this funny, but I do, so it will continue.
That is not funny.
I think it is.
That's got to be so annoying to her.
Yes. Of course it is.
Hi, this is Andy, Christy's husband.
Oh, hey, Andy, how are you?
Andy?
That's what I'll tell her every now and then. I'll say, why don't you go work on your puzzle? Let me watch this race in peace. How about that? Babe, we'll go out to dinner tomorrow. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So who's he doing this to?
His wife.
His wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a smart idea.
Probably the only piece he gets, though.
Boy, this soup tastes of notes of kitty litter.
Arsenic.
And
Antifreeze.
Almonds.
Yeah.
What poison do they make out of almonds? Isn't it like
hemlock?
Strychnine? Something. One of them.
Yeah. Now, we had an incident yesterday here on the program. I take full responsibility. I spilled iced tea all over the board over here, the desk, my pants, the chair, the floor.
Yeah.
But it was delicious Java House black tea, unsweetened. Now, you can find Java House has all kinds of delicious tea, coffee, lattes, energy drinks, hydration drinks, hot cocoa. That's Josh's favorite. What is Java House? Well, Java House is leading the revolution in coffee at the office, coffee at home, coffee on the road, because you don't need a machine. You just have one of these guys. It looks kind of like a Keurig cup.
Yep.
A little, what's the word, ramekin? Is that the word
that's a
for
good
something?
word, a little
It's
ramekin.
little teeny guy. You could barely fit a golf ball in there. And what's it all about? It's about the concentrate. So you don't have to do all that brewing. They've done the brewing for you. You peel and you pour. You pour into hot water, cold water, add ice, whatever you're into. And that would include, by the way, all kinds of different coffees, decaf, et cetera, et cetera.
And you can mix and match them.
You can if you want. Sure,
Yeah,
why not? Go
absolutely.
for it. It's all the details are at javahouse.com. JAVA Java House. And by the way, the promo code Bob and Tom will do something nice for you. Knock 25% off your online order. Java House is the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show and the official refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show, by which I'm referencing hydration drinks, and hydrogen, by the way. If you'd like to bubble up your drinks, you may want to do some research before you use hydrogen. But let's just get back to energy drinks. How about that? Lattes, et cetera, from Java House. Once again, the official coffees and the official beverages of the Bob and Tom Show. BobandTom.com is your code. JavaHouse.com. The revolution in coffee. Now, coming up in sports, we have
NBA playoffs and all sorts of world records. I want to say there's a dozen. Whoa. And Shaq just being Shaq the other night on TNT's coverage of the NBA, their last season. They're going out with they're pulling out all the stops.
Okay, coming up, it'll be sexy time with Allie Breen. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
Josh taught me everything.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's the sound of Bruce Bochy grunting. You're back, and there's Christy, and there's Pat. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Oh, hello. Sorry, I just been.
Yeah,
I just received an email and I was reading it.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Hello, Tom.
I got a couple quick things. I was doing a little bit of research here during the break. This goes back a while, but you know where Lancaster County is, Pat?
I do indeed.
My Aunt Barb lives there.
Yeah, it's Amish
Pennsylvania.
A man in Lancaster
She Amish? They're Amish there, right? Yeah.
My aunt is not Amish.
Okay. That's what she tells you.
I'll start over. Lancaster County man has been accused of exposing himself to Amish women.
Oh, boy.
Because he thought they lacked the capability to call for help quickly.
Oh, so it's even more nefarious.
That's horrible.
This is from Lancaster Online. I'll leave this guy's name out of this.
Why do we
39 years of age, the man is accused of exposing himself to numerous females, 4 felony counts of unlawful contact. This gets even worse. 8 misdemeanor counts for indecent exposure. Now, I guess he assumed that they didn't have cell phones.
Right.
So,
what a creepazoid.
Yeah. I guess later on he was accused of actually drawing pictures of his anatomy and slipping it under their barn doors.
He was?
Of course not.
Oh.
That was,
I
believe that was his joke.
Can't take photographs.
Oh, I honestly was not aware of that part of Amish culture. You can't take photographs? Wow.
I didn't know that.
There are no family photos in an Amish home?
Huh. I believe Native Americans, I think, you can't take.
Steal their soul.
They don't like
It depends on
take pictures.
The Hopi, for example.
They hope you'll take their picture.
Well, I apologize for
don't. No.
not getting the joke, but I appreciate learning about it.
This thing would be funny, though, for a guy. He draws his, in other words, he's doing a dick pic. But it's there has to be some really good artist out there that does do that.
Would you trace yours?
Some art student that
Wait a minute.
draws it and
who specializes in the penis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you just say, would you trace it?
Right. Would you trace yours like your hand when you're making a turkey, or would you?
Well, we're going to need a legal pad.
And aren't there?
Maybe I'm going to need a Post-it.
Don't all those hearty young Amish men, don't they? They're all strong from building barns. And
Sure.
Can't they come and break some guy in half for doing that to his?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they would.
The Levi, get over here.
Yeah.
I'm not
Teach
sure
this boy a lesson.
That's okay with the Lord, but I've got a feeling that.
Yeah, right.
In this case, I would hope there'd be a dispensation.
Yeah. We'll overlook it.
Yeah.
What a jerk.
Now, I want to read this next letter, then we'll get into sports here. I'm sorry.
Take your time.
There's 2 reasons I want to read this. The first one is I had a buddy years ago, very nice guy, Bill, and he had a Camaro that he loved. And he was and is a very fine chef. And he worked at a restaurant. It was a restaurant in a mall. It was called Hula Hands.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
absolutely.
I remember those.
And
I remember Hula Hands.
but it was in a mall. There was this huge parking lot. Well, he would always park his beautiful Camaro way out in the middle of nowhere in the parking lot.
Okay.
Sure, so nobody would hit it or scratch
And his
it.
car was immaculate. There was no smoking in his car. Everything had to be, you had to wipe your feet off. And loved his car. It was a beautiful car. And then one day he came out and someone had just T-boned the door.
Oh man. Yeah.
And from then on, his car, he just kind of let it go. And
That's sad.
the color faded. And he just, it was no longer a perfect vehicle. I know that is a true story, but I wanted to read this letter. This comes to us from another John. He said, in 1986, I had a brand new Camaro. I was at the gym really early one morning. I had the only car in the parking lot. Did my workout and came out. There was a note on my windshield. Evidently, a woman was teaching her 16-year-old daughter how to parallel park.
Oh.
Her 16-year-old hit my car, the only car in the parking lot, By the way, the parking lot larger than a football field. Oh, yes, it was a brand new Camaro. Her mother did pay for the damage.
Yeah, maybe start with cones. You don't have to use the one car that's actually there to park in front of.
Yeah, I often park far away, too.
Oh, yeah.
I like it, too. And they say it's just a few extra steps in your day.
Especially when you're at the gym. It's the hack thing where you see some guy driving around for 20 minutes trying to find a space close to the door of the gym so he can go get on a treadmill. Okay. Welcome to contemporary America. Now,
there's a trick to parallel parking. You just pull up with even with the car in front of you, then back up and turn your wheel until the driver's side rearview mirror lines up with the curbside headlight. And then whip it right in.
I have a better trick.
I'm good at it.
Yeah, is it valet parking?
I have my girlfriend do it.
My car has like little lines that tell you what to do. You just, the backup mirror, you've got those.
I have no idea.
Yes, you do.
Who was I riding with? I feel like it was one of you that had the overhead where it looks like you're watching a video game.
Yeah, mine does that. Yeah.
I think mine actually will do it I think it has automatic parking, but I've never tried it.
Oh, okay.
Mine has automatic gas.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I just push a button and it fills the tank.
Mine runs on kisses.
Oh, that's really nice, too.
Is that right? Yeah. Does your girlfriend take care of that?
Oh, yeah.
Careful. She might be awake.
Not yet. Not till 7.
Time now to check in with the sporting scene.
Hey, man, Luka had 31 points, who lives on the second floor, 12 rebounds, 9 assists. He did 1 assist away from a triple-double, Tom. And the Lakers fight back to even their first-round series, a game apiece against the Timberwolves. Did you know Minnesota was the Timberwolves in the NBA?
Yes, I was aware of that.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right. Lakers win 94-85. That one even at a game apiece. SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, had 27 for Oklahoma City, and they beat the Grizzlies again, 118-99, 2-0 lead in that one. And Pascal Siakam had 24 points, 11 rebounds, and Tyrese Halliburton, 21 points and 12 assists. The Pacers passed the Milwaukee, is how you pronounce it, actually. Milwaukee. Alice Cooper taught us that. The Pacers win 123-115. Indiana now 2 up, 2 games to none in that one. And Game 3 will be Friday night in Milwaukee. NHL playoffs, Toronto, Florida, Minnesota, and Carolina all win. St. Louis did not lose.
Because they didn't play.
That's exactly right. And here we go. Shaquille O'Neal has gone viral. Oh, just like you. After having to have an apparent bathroom emergency while inside the NBA. He was working the show. The scene played out following the Clippers playoff game against the Nugs. Shaq, Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley on set chatting about a Lakers big win, and in the middle of the conversation, Shaq gets up from his chair, as you'll see here in the video. He stands up and he
oh yeah
that is that's a poo-poo trot, I believe.
Yeah, in a way that does kind of suggest he has to. And the other 3 dudes look baffled.
I think Kenny Smith said, "Is that planned? Was that planned?" And Charles, I don't think so. It was terrible.
Terrible.
Smith said, "You all right, big fella? Catching a cramp?" But Shaq made it clear he needed to go to the bathroom. And then Kenny Smith said, "It's that olive oil you've been drinking."
I've heard that.
I've heard you're supposed to drink olive oil.
I'm doing that, yeah.
Get you right back where you...
Wow.
Jess turned me on to it.
Now, are you doing it for the pull? They have that where you just swish it and gargle it?
No, I do it real quick. I do it because it lubricates
Gotcha,
your
you're
body.
doing it for... Okay, there are a couple different reasons.
You don't put it in your coffee?
No. Just
and Charles,
take a shot.
Charles said, after 40, you can't hold it no more, Ernie.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, Shaq.
A Shaq dump.
Right. No.
That's as big as Christy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got to be.
He insisted, Shaq came back and rejoined the broadcast. He insisted it was just a number 1. And Shaq added, "Sorry about that, America."
Oh, he said it was just a number 1?
Yeah,
That's fine.
Did you see the way he was walking?
Yeah.
Well,
It is Shaq. He's, he walks.
Yeah, he's got to be.
He's got a different
Got
walk
big bones.
than most. Yeah.
You have to wonder if the engineer, because those guys are wearing lavalier mics, right?
Oh, yeah.
You have to wonder if the engineer.
Oh, like Naked Gun? Yeah.
just for laughs. Get the mic on.
Somebody did a belly flop.
Do you make noise when you stand at the toilet? Oh, yeah. Take that.
I like
pee
to,
on you.
I like to scream out, I'm showing you who's boss. Of course I don't. Coming up, we have Fire Festival in the news still.
And what is this sound? You've heard it. I'll have the answer. When we come back, what is that sound?
I don't know. You got me. We'll find out.
Really?
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored in part by Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
It's part sports.
We have football on the brain.
Part pop culture.
Dennis Leary. True or false? You refuse to wear a glove with Mickey Mantle's signature on it for the movie The Sandlot.
The Red Sox blood, the Bruins blood, they run deep.
And in the best celebrity interviews.
Robert De Niro here on The Rich Eisen Show. How are you, sir?
Just got over a 24-hour virus.
The antidote is to appear on The Rich Eisen Show.
There you go. I would have just done it earlier.
And you've got The Rich Eisen Show podcast.
There is a medicinal quality to appearing on this program.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Mall. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi.
Got a song coming up right now.
Right now.
Right now. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Steven Singer's limited edition brand new Blue Moon 24-karat gold-dipped rose for Mother's Day is available now. Limited quantity. Get yours today at IHateStevenSinger.com.
I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chickster. Let's get moving forward here because I know we've got a song coming from Patty G. But first, in the world of sports,
we got sad news off the mat. Mike Patrick, a longtime play-by-play announcer, and especially ESPN's first play-by-play announcer for the NFL when they had Sunday Night Football, and his partner was Joe Theismann. Mike has died at the age of 80. According to reports, his physician and longtime friend sent a text to friends. He passed away in God's country, beautiful Fairfax, Virginia, on Sunday. It was natural causes. He joined ESPN in 1982, and he was with the network for 35 years.
Wow.
So very, very
on a brighter note, we're going to be speaking with Joe Theismann tomorrow as we get ready for the NFL draft. Joe's obviously really interesting to talk to. I'm looking forward to it.
That answers this question. That's the little chime that plays every time a pick is made in the National Football League draft.
Oh.
And the first
Thought
pick
it was
is
when
in.
an angel got its wings.
The first pick is in the NFL draft. And the Tennessee Titans pick Cam Ward, quarterback, Florida State. You never noticed that?
Have you ever watched the NFL draft?
Oh, that's true.
No, because
I have not.
I have a life.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a casual fan. I go to a lot of games, but
you don't watch the draft?
I don't need to work there.
You're really, really missing it. Man. It means that OTAs, organized team activities, started yesterday.
Good for them.
Our long national nightmare is almost over. The off season. No?
No, I don't care.
Next thing you're going to tell me is you probably don't watch preseason games either.
That's correct.
Jesus, Mother of God!
I want to see our quarterback. I want to see our quarterback get injured, so I don't go to those games.
Can you watch just practice? Do they have that on the NFL Network?
Yeah, do they?
Oh yeah, they have practice. Sure.
Do they really?
Sure, absolutely.
They show practice.
And I say every year I'm going to go watch Washington, and I think this year I'm going to go.
Oh, if you leave now,
pinky
you'll be there
swear.
on time.
Yeah, I know. I can go home and spend the rest until the thing. Yeah, and I get a phone call, and it'll be my fault. Well, you know how he is. A British man has walked 53 miles in a homemade bird costume to raise awareness and funds for conservation projects.
Really? In a homemade bird costume.
Now, 53 miles is a long way to walk.
Must be a flightless bird.
But wait till you see this. This costume is quite elaborate.
That's quite a pecker.
Yeah, that's about a 6-foot pecker.
That is quite quite.
Wonder what kind of bird that is.
Well,
I
for
don't
you,
It's a curlew.
For you ornithologists among you, yes, it's the Eurasian curlew.
Curlew?
Curlew. It's a 10-foot long costume. That is Matt Trevelyan from England. There he is.
Matt.
How about that?
That's something.
Raising awareness. I guess this bird is disappearing.
The area where he walked evidently is a stronghold for curlews.
Oh, okay.
But like other former strongholds, there's been a huge decline in curlews' numbers. They're almost on the endangered list.
Well, that's sad.
So he dresses up like one.
Okay.
Pat, you have a song?
Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's Easter. Well, you know, I'm gonna dress just like a curlew just for you. This curlew is going extinct, so drawing some attention's what I do. And I would clock 53 miles, and I would clock till my legs are sore to bring awareness to the cause. This bird could be gone forevermore. Bark, 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 bark.
There you go, sir.
That was lovely.
You're welcome.
I don't know if the curlew is famous for its buck, but
Buck.
Certainly not famous for its buck. It would only be bucking.
That's why they're going extinct, because they can't buck.
Here's a crazy idea. Do you know if you can record a sound of a bird and there's an app that'll tell you what it is?
Maybe. Sounds like a good
I'm
idea.
sure
Doesn't it?
exists.
Think
like
there
a
is.
Where you don't even
You
have to
think?
record it. You can just hear it.
Oh, just play it like Shazam does
Right.
with music?
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Oh, I got to find that. There
Yeah.
is some
Wouldn't that
kind
be cool?
of bird out there that I've never heard of before. I want to know what it is.
Could be the eastern, northern.
Yeah, it sounds like that's what that is.
Midwestern.
The henway. Could be the
Yes.
could be the henway.
And how much is it?
What's a henway?
15 pounds.
No, not how
Not
much
much
is a henway.
Well, you ruined the joke.
What are you? You sound like me over there trying to tell a joke. What the hell?
Maybe it's
Ah.
something scary.
I don't know.
Could be the Appalachian titpecker.
The Appalachian titpecker?
How much is a titpecker?
It depends on what part of the city you're in.
Okay.
I'll have a titpecker.
Downtown, about 50.
That'll be $5.
Well, I don't know with
$5.
inflation. Okay.
Is there any way you'd go see a prostitute, Tom? Would you go see a prostitute?
Oh, gosh. Not till 10:30.
Come on. Huh? No?
No, what are you, nuts?
What are you?
High end.
How about this? Yes. And no one would ever have to find out. You'd get away with it.
Totally get away with it. You're the only one that knows.
You get your hang down taken care of, and it's like $250 plus a tip, $350. Nobody knows, and you still wouldn't do it. I know the memory of my mother. She would be.
First of all, my mother charged more than $350. I'll have you know.
Well, now wait a minute. Somebody else was supposed to say that. I don't know if I would or not. The high dollar.
You don't know if you would?
I could be talking.
What is the rule in Las Vegas? How do you know if you walk into a bar? How do you know if the woman sitting at the bar is a hooker? If she smiles at you?
Yeah, she's
talking to you.
Yeah, that's the first sign. Yeah, that makes me very nervous. What else is happening in sports?
You know,
you can always say no, Tom. You don't have to.
They've been known to pay for sex in the penguin world. Did you know that?
Oh, really? What do they pay with?
Fish.
Oh.
Fishes. The world's oldest penguin celebrated their 37th birthday.
I'll give you 7 smelt.
Have you smelt that?
For a fin job.
Paradise Park in Haley, England said the Humboldt penguin named SPNEB. Is this a typo?
No, keep reading.
Spineb marked the occasion with a birthday cake made of ice.
Oh, boy.
And inside the ice, it featured her favorite fish.
Oh, that's nice.
Sprats.
Oh.
Jack Sprat?
Yeah. He would eat no fat, wouldn't
and
he?
it was topped with a toy penguin.
Oh.
Aw.
Which it humped.
There we go. Look at that guy.
But that
lady,
he does look old.
37. Good Lord.
She does look old.
Yeah, they think that may be the oldest penguin ever.
No kidding.
Josh, back me up on this. Doesn't he look like Tommy Lee Jones? Come on.
A little bit.
A little bit?
Yeah. Humboldt penguins typically have a lifespan of 15 to 20 years in the wild, and that's something. Records kept by zoos suggest that
those are often fudged, aren't they?
Spineb, S-P-N-E-B, is the oldest of her type across the globe.
Spineb.
Becky Waite, one of Spineb's keepers, told the Beeb the penguin was doing amazingly well for her age, according to the sanctuary. The name is a fusion of the two types of medication the penguin was on during some intense treatment back in 2007.
Yes.
She developed a fungal disease.
That reminds me of my grandpa, Viamusel. Mixture of
Viagra and Metamucil.
That's right.
And I used to be known as Prozacicillin. I don't know. The disease was called aspergillosis. Her name consisted of...
that's my name, too.
A drug, SP, and the nebulizer.
That's my name, too. Whenever we go out, the people always shout, aspergillosis.
As Josh would say, this was a story about nothing.
Oh, I thought it was cute.
Thank God we had a picture.
The world's oldest penguin?
And it got a cake with fish in it?
Yeah, it's cute.
A fish cake?
Who's your favorite penguin? Burgess Meredith or Danny DeVito?
Oh,
Burgess,
they're both
man.
great.
I like Colin Farrell.
There's no contest.
Oh, yeah.
They're
all
both
good.
great.
All good.
He's doing that Gary
all
Oldman
three of
thing.
them.
He's hiding behind.
He's amazing.
Did you guys like Chili Willy the penguin?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Tennessee Tuxedo.
Oh, he was good.
Boom. End of story.
Merlin, the bird ID, great app for identifying birds. Thank you to Colin.
It's an app?
Already. Yep, it's an app.
What's it
you
called
record audio from your phone, the app will ID birds. It's called Merlin, M-E-R-L-I-N.
How about
Merlin
that?
Bird ID.
Well, that should have a different name.
Merlin
makes me
Bird
think of a
ID.
magician.
Okay, well, very good. Thank
How
you
about
very
woodpecker? Or
Pecker Sparrow.
what's that pecker?
We're gonna
Name that pecker.
I like that.
So that would be like a dick pic identifier?
Yes. Yes.
Boy, if you're in that database.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you put that many of them out there.
You know what? I bet you that someone could send you a picture of and you would not know it.
Well, of course I wouldn't.
Oh, I would know mine. Are you kidding?
I would know
You
mine.
wouldn't know your own?
You know what? I don't think I would.
You don't ever look at it?
Well, plus I don't see it from
really?
that. I never see it from that
I see it
angle.
from the top. I don't go. I'm going to get a selfie stick and take a few shots to see if my new profile is any good.
Well,
I got a new haircut. I'm
that's
doing a pubic comb over. I want to check it out.
And in Tom's defense, you can't see the whole thing from above. You
Right.
really
Oh,
have to,
You have to get,
you gotta
you have to get Google Earth.
you plan the day, yeah. And hope you catch the traffic lights. And
You think you'd recognize yours, Josh?
I have, maybe not from the bottom.
But you're the only one in the room that's actually
Sent D-pics?
Sent a D-pic.
Am I really?
I think you are.
I think so.
Let's see. Well, Christy automatically out.
I'm out.
Jeff says that he.
Have you
Oh,
ever?
I'm sorry. Jeff is.
Oscar,
We're
yeah.
acknowledging that he's in the room. Okay.
Have you received? Have you received one, Christy?
Well, because we were talking about it one time,
sounds
and I
like a
said I
yes.
never had. Somebody sent me one then.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Thanks.
I apologize.
Yeah, I know. Never forget.
supposed to
Hang
go
on
to
a
your
second. So,
daughters.
Jeffrey, can you turn your mic on for just a second? You have, in fact, sent a D-pic or two. Yes. Turn your mic on. There you go.
Yes.
It's
to
got
my
a-
lady.
Oh,
Yeah. And it was requested, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, you I've never done it unsolicited. That seems insane to me.
I'm not a monster.
Now you are a man of a very hairy man.
Yeah.
Pursuit.
Do you have to sort of pull back the forest in order?
Yeah, I part it in the middle.
Be
The
weird if
Moses,
you
they
parted
call
it
it.
on the side.
Well, I'm glad. That's so nice. Time for us to move on. We have a lot to get to. First of all, I want to remind you the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Hey,
Let's talk some numbers here. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 to $250 per session. That adds up fast. BetterHelp online therapy, significantly less. Save up to 50% per session. With BetterHelp, you pay a flat fee for weekly sessions, saving you big on cost and time. Therapy should be accessible, not a luxury. Online therapy is significantly cheaper and, by the way, of course, much more convenient. Your mental health is worth it, so give it a shot. Try it out. The way it works is the therapy's done online. You go online and fill out a little questionnaire. There are some 30,000 therapists working with BetterHelp. with a number of specialties. You'll be lined up with one, and then if it doesn't work for you, maybe for whatever reason, you can switch. No problems, and no additional fees are involved. So work on, I don't know, whatever you want to work on, coping skills, setting boundaries, love troubles, whatever it might be. And BetterHelp is an easy way to do it because you're doing the therapy online. By the way, you can do it with the camera on, camera off, like a phone call, or even texting back and forth. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That BT Show part lets them know that you heard about it from us, and it knocks 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show, and it's all about convenience. You can do it wherever you are when you have it scheduled. So get yourself feeling better with BetterHelp. Once again, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, we have Fire Festival news, believe it or not. We have marijuana news, crucifixion news.
And
today.
don't forget, stilts.
Stilts in the news.
Stilts.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold, I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair.
Chick-a-lick-a-ding-dong.
There's Pat Godwin. Hi, Chick. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hey.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'm Chick McGee, and here's
I have a technical question.
Tom Griswold. Yes, Tom.
I do not participate in the so-called visual sexting world.
Right?
Well, but in all fairness, sex is for reproduction. That's it. That's it. That's it, and only it. You've had sex 7 times in your life.
Yes, my text. Are you ovulating?
Unnecessary evil.
I've been saving little seeds for you. No, of course not.
You're the only man who calls it the chore, okay?
You fellows refer to the so-called dick pic. Is there a female version of this? Is there a name for that?
There's not a cute name for it, but
I haven't heard a name for it.
I haven't either, but women do it.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm sure they do. Wait a minute, Pat, you've had this?
No, I know that women do it is going to be my answer for the air.
No. Mm-hmm. The thing is, you can't. Nobody your phone number. Don't do it. Just don't do it.
Nobody what?
Don't give anybody your phone number.
Oh, that is a mistake.
Don't do it. What are you, nuts? Next thing you know, you got to get a new phone. No.
So there isn't a little cute little name for that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything.
We could come up with one.
Oh,
but
sure.
We might
I
get
mean,
kicked off the air.
Oh, well,
I've got one right off the top of my head.
There's a
pick.
But if it has to rhyme, it's going to be very.
Well,
nothing rhymes. I've just gone through the top 5.
Well, there are a couple near rhymes.
Yeah. Oh, I got the first one.
Uh-huh.
Tin,
I got it.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I'd like to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I asked. There's no clue.
Why don't we just say V-pick? I mean, it rhymes with D-pick. And
what if it's a B-pick?
Oh, well, that also is good.
Yeah. Or could it be a BH pick?
But I think most guys just go, hey, man, check this out. She sent me a picture of her boobs. There's no terminology. It's just...
Wait a minute. A BH pick? That's got to be...
That's...
Yeah, that's
got to be tough.
Close-up.
How are you going to do that?
I think you'd probably set your timer and hover.
Yeah, that would work.
And then enjoy, fellas. Count the spokes.
There are those that's the only area of importance for a certain person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that there isn't a perversion out there that hasn't been thought of. Maybe, I think especially in the digital age, now every perv can find their own little, their cadre of fellow pervs. But right now, are we returning to the sports page?
Yes, we are. And guess what we're doing?
Stupid world record.
Oh, really?
A Ukrainian figure skater has broken the Guinness World Record for the most 360-degree spins on skates.
Without vomiting.
On stilts.
On stilts?
On stilts?
On skates. On stilts. In 30 seconds.
There's called stilt skates.
Oh, that's what a great name.
I had never seen these. It's so cool. Here we go. You can see the lady here.
Look at that.
They're 1.5 feet tall.
Yeah, they're barely
not really
stilts.
Well,
barely.
Josh,
like big
they are hilarious, though, because
the
blade is the only part at the bottom of the skate. Her skates It looks like she's wearing skates, but then it's like an X.
Quite
Right.
good, too.
And she's great.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Now, I want you to guess, before you keep reading, Chick, I want you to guess why these were developed. And when you hear why, you'll go, oh, makes sense.
I have a guess, but I don't.
They were developed by the Ukrainian
They were developed by
back surgery.
by an American in Minnesota.
I'm going to assume so that when they do different skating pageants and stuff, there's an aesthetic quality to seeing some, like on risers. And stuff.
I say to hover above the snow.
Actually, Josh
No.
is closest to being correct. Minnesota-based Strauss Skates Company invented the skates to allow skaters to be elevated.
Okay.
Well, keep reading.
The style of skates were used in Minnesota's traveling ice show,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and eventually even in some Disney on Ice performances.
All right. Yeah.
See, that's what makes sense. If you're doing Snow White and the Seven
And they
Dwarfs,
have a costume on.
you don't have a bunch of dwarf skaters.
No,
you can
you
make
just-
Snow White
you
real
can make
tall.
Snow White look tall.
There you go.
See, necessity is the mother of invention.
Yeah.
They were sitting around going, well, what do? We either make Snow White taller, we got to hire 7 little guys.
I've never been to an ice capade.
Great. I
Really?
love them.
Oh,
For good-
Holiday on
for good
Ice is
reason.
where we used to go.
Oh, they're
kids.
you don't like those pads?
Love them.
I've seen all those. I love those things.
You can't get out of there for less. If you got a kid, you can't get out of there for less than $450.
Oh, you got to get the light up spinny thing.
Yeah, the light up
Yeah.
spinny thing, and there's one every break in the action. There's somebody walking through with the light up spinny thing.
I would walk
Yep.
in with Jimmy. He'd go, "We're out of here."
Well, a young man, may
Well,
not, yeah, a 13-year-old boy would rather.
You're being kind. He flowered up his language a little bit, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
How old is he now?
14.
Yeah, that's probably not his
No.
thing right now.
But even when he was a kid, you're saying he wasn't into
Absolutely
that.
not.
Well, that's because you drug him to comedy clubs.
Didn't
He
you
was-
guys-
I didn't drug him.
drag
I gave him some Benadryl, maybe.
No, I
and,
didn't mean
Didn't we go to lunch with Pat and Jimmy one time, and Jimmy is like a sailor, man, back in the back seat. It was on.
Absolutely. Eating with dice?
It was.
You have
stunning.
no idea.
Good God.
So he wouldn't enjoy Disney on Ice. I highly recommend it.
I thought I'd heard everything.
Well, let's move on. Is that sports?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we got Christy Lee over there, but I should reintroduce us. If you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show. We're coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy, what have you got?
Let's see here. An elderly man in West Virginia has been hospitalized after falling from a cross during a crucifixion reenactment.
Whoops, my fault. My bad.
WDTV reports the incident occurred at the Masonic Cemetery in
Why-
Weston.
I wonder why he was elder. Was he playing one of the thieves?
The 84-year-old was participating in the reenactment with the Vandalia Community Christian Church. He
So
was
how old is this guy now?
84.
You know, we need a younger Jesus.
Well, yeah, unless
You
he was
wanna
one of
go-
the
Well,
thieves
he-
to either side.
I would say by definition, 33 is max.
There were 3 total crosses.
Right.
Right.
And
You think he was one of the
He was
thieves?
one of them.
Jesus was in the middle.
Must have been.
So he was nail free. Got that going for him.
I can see your house from here.
He was critically injured after falling about 10 feet from one of the crosses.
10 feet?
Yeah, a family member told the station he was still in the ICU with broken ribs.
Just falling for an 80-year-old
Yes.
is awful.
Let
10
alone
feet,
Yeah, that's
you're Humpty Dumpty.
You know what? It doesn't have to be 10 feet. You get the idea if he's on the cross,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, a
And
foot in the air would
and
be
you said
fine.
this celebration was in a cemetery.
Yeah, Masonic Cemetery.
Wow, hardly worth worth going to the hospital.
Yeah, it would have been nice if he just fallen into one of the holes.
Oh, you
Yep.
men.
Grab the shovels.
So I was trying to do some research on this.
Hardly worth going home, is it?
That's what he said.
I was doing a little bit of research on this, a little bit of homework.
Yeah.
This is. Do you remember this whole thing in the Philippines?
Yes, they
Yep.
do it every year.
Well, they slap themselves on the back with like reeds and stuff.
And then they crucify
That
themselves.
flogging
until
or
they
flagellating they
until
say?
they
Yeah.
bleed,
Yeah.
and then they crucify.
Yeah.
Here, I'll read the text here. Graphic reenactments of the crucifixion of Jesus on Good Friday. This was a couple years ago. 17 men were nailed to wooden crosses.
Oh, they actually did it.
Nailed.
Oh, yeah.
Nailed.
Yeah. I think they do it every year.
Church leaders have spoken, by the way, against the annual practice.
Yeah.
But it draws huge crowds. It
Man,
says
that's rough.
The grisly voluntary crucifixions were carried out throughout the day as thousands of spectators looked on. Wow. Then they have people dressed up as Roman centurions enacting the voluntary crucifixions.
Yep.
Boy.
They did it this year.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
I would say listen to the church leaders there if they say, "Hey, fellas, you don't have to do that."
The reality is, by the way, the nails didn't go through the hands.
Oh, they went through the wrists and the ankles.
Yeah.
It's brutal.
Yeah. Real rough.
I mean, you can be passionate about your beliefs.
Yeah.
Within reason.
Yeah, I mean, there are other ways to
I
celebrate.
mean, I wonder how violent is this? Is this like the NCAA basketball pool in the office where you have to pick your team out of a hat? So that and by the way, you pick your team and then you see if you get the crucifixion gig.
Oh.
One of the reenactors who was crucified on Friday, Good Friday this year, said the first 5 seconds are very painful. As time goes on, though, and the blood goes down, the pain numbs and you can stay on the cross longer.
Oh.
Guy was 64 years old.
Yeah.
Well, you know how you pass away when you're crucified.
You can't breathe.
You suffocate.
Yeah, you suffocate.
Which is really
your
wild.
Chest collapse, and you can't breathe.
This is nice of the Nike people to donate those cross trainers.
It's like a marathon. You can't just jump into one. You got to train.
He repurposed that joke. I like it.
Right after Easter.
Yes.
On a much lighter Easter note,
sorry.
A brewery in Belgium celebrated Easter not with eggs, but a search for hidden beer.
I see a brewery on every corner in Belgium.
I know. Yes.
Don't you?
Mugs frothing with the light.
What is the great movie In Bruges?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those movies that's got a terrible title. You'd never go see it. Then I just stumbled on it. It's really
Oh,
good.
it's brilliant.
Yeah,
If you get
it
a-
is
and
wonderful.
how do you spell that? Is it
BRUGES?
Yeah, if you get a chance, terrific movie.
Colin Farrell and the other guy.
Is that a Guy Ritchie film?
No, Martin McDonough. It's not really a terrible title. The action takes place in Bruges.
I know, but I said,
well, and
no. It's
and
if you're going through things and you see,
well, the educated would know.
Yeah,
this is coming from
have
you.
a little bit on the
Oh,
ball.
you know me.
Captain Cliff Notes.
You know me and my
Notes.
what was it? False literary posturing.
Yes.
No, it was faux literary. Faux literary posturing. No, I'm just saying, In Bruges. If it's not one of those titles you go, oh, this must be really a good movie. It just
hell of a movie. It's
Chris,
brilliant.
I'm just saying, if you get a chance, it's really.
And you know, Ray Fiennes, my new favorite actor's in it too.
Yes, he is.
The fifth annual event at the Eyewears Gardens in Lausanne saw over 1,000 registered hunters searching for 12,000 hidden bottles of Lutgard beer. Among the beers was a special golden bottle, which earned its finder a prize of their weight in beer.
I've got the golden bottle.
Here comes Peter Cottontail.
Run home, chick. Run home as fast as you can.
I got the golden bottle.
So the kids don't participate,
Yeah,
right?
they do. The event began Sunday with a chocolate egg hunt for children at noon.
A chocolate egg hunt, Tom.
Yes.
Sounds good.
And the beer hunt commenced at 12:30. A barbecue followed to allow hunters to relax and enjoy some of their findings.
That sounds great.
That does sound fun.
Yeah, this is in.
Belgium.
Oh, okay.
Waffle country.
Because Germans are great
Yes.
at finding hidden stuff.
Most Belgium beers.
Thank you, chick.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you,
didn't-
chick.
No, I was going to say, have you seen it?
We're about to go
Have you
down
seen
a-
the?
Yeah, and Frank Lane.
No, I of course.
All right, who's hiding in the attic in here?
No,
huh?
I was going to go with the beginning of what's that movie? Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the great scenes in contemporary cinema.
Absolutely.
The average ABV of a Belgian beer, 12%.
Yeah.
That'll get you there.
That sure
So-
will.
It's a good Easter.
They like that Hefeweizen. That's what I like. I love those that wheat beer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, you faux beer.
You read
I am a faux alcohol.
You read a book and you
alcoholic
drink your
posturing.
wheat beers.
That's right.
On
Yeah.
a Sunday, watching your flying squirrels.
It has that beer has a notes of Cliff.
Very nice.
These guys, they must be just hammered after drinking beers
sure.
like that.
That's what beer will do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. Coming up, Christy Lee will retain her position, of
Yes, I
course,
will.
at the Silac Insurance
That's
News
right.
Desk.
Tom, every
unless she
morning
quits.
has an opportunity to fire all of us, and Christy's made it through the first part of the show.
Yep.
Congratulations.
And I like your shirt, Christy. It looks
Thank you.
nice.
I
like
do
a
too. Yeah, it's
placenta.
very nice. It's a placenta.
So side by side,
I
placenta.
don't know
and
where
Christy
you
shirt.
get that.
I don't know where a lot of this stuff comes from. I don't question it.
I've had babies and don't know what a placenta looks like.
Well, you were
well, that's 'cause
probably
you were so
half
drunk.
passed out.
She didn't hold it up and look at the light and all that stuff?
No.
They check them? Huh.
No.
That sounds like a lesser baby doctor. I don't want to get
They check them for the other baby because sometimes twins are hidden in the placenta.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Oh, man, that would be a surprise, wouldn't it?
One of them had Jesus' face in a placenta.
Are you drunk?
Yep.
Okay.
Drunk as a monkey. But remember, tomorrow night, Tom, it's the NFL draft.
Yeah, I'll read about it the next day.
I won't even do that.
I wanted to do that either.
What's wrong with you guys?
Is beer, by the way, the traditional Easter drink?
Yeah.
Beer?
Beer.
I don't know about that. Why do you say that?
We drank a lot of
Oh,
wine and
I have a
champagne.
guess as to why.
Why do I say that? You tell me.
Why. I know
Here
why.
we go.
Because it has hops.
Darn it.
Here
I
comes
thought we were having a
Peter.
conversation.
Peter Cottontail
He really
swerving down the bunny trail. He's drunk.
He really fooled you. He thought
I know.
you were
He got me
he was
good.
talking to you. Yeah, he does that a lot.
Okay. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is a miracle that Christy hasn't quit. And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
We'll be there.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Hello, chicks. Sorry, I'm making some notes over here.
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, well, you know.
Discombobulated.
Man's got to write down his thoughts.
Very good. Now, we were discussing the contemporary culture of Belgium.
Yes.
Anybody ever been?
Yeah.
Never.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty nice.
You been to Belgium?
Yeah.
What, did you pick
Danced
up?
across the Maginot Line?
Oh, nice.
Actually dance?
You danced?
Well, that's what one does.
Of course. That's
yeah.
there's a dance called the Maginot Line.
Did you pick
yeah?
up a puppy for your sister or something while you're in
no.
Belgium?
Never mind. Let's go back to the Silac Insurance News Desk. I can see news desk.
News Dick?
News what?
Hey. Slow down.
The Silac.
It's okay.
He's got us going.
He gets
All
nervous.
good.
This is the.
You need to
coffee
go
now,
vomit
yeah.
that caffeine you've ingested or something.
It's decaf. The Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
How about the sex room, ladies and gentlemen?
How about it?
That's what it's called. Prison in Italy is opening the first ever sex room for inmates.
No way.
It went into
Wait a
operation over
second.
the weekend. Hang on. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Well, no, I mean, I think
An inmate was
every
a-
prison has a sex room. It's called the shower.
The inmate allowed to visit with his male or female partner at jail.
All
So
right.
This is consensual sex
Yes,
room.
in the
Okay.
central Umbria region. The move follows a constitutional court ruling that recognized inmates' rights to have intimate meetings with visiting partners.
I bet this
that
cuts
right?
down on the sodomy.
I would think.
If you
wouldn't
can
it?
actually hook up with your wife or girlfriend or boy, whatever, every now and again, you're less likely to have that old spike.
Hey, Umbria Prison, now with less buggery.
Yes.
And
I'm so glad. Guess who's here right now to talk about the Italian sex room in jail?
It's Luigi.
Luigi Accusatore. I've had my experience in a jail, and
Well, it sounds like it.
yeah. I was in for a while. Yeah, I just cut the garlic real thin and make a spaghetti for everybody.
that is nice.
did they have a sex room in your prison?
They did. Just recently, I just got out. I flew here yesterday with my girlfriend, of course, Gina Statutory.
Gina's
She's
so lovely.
sleeping it off in the car. We went to Olive Garden last night and we got crazy.
Oh, boy.
You better wake her up. Her algebra class starts in 15 minutes.
Oh, don't be silly. She is. Let's go with the 19.
Really?
This is about the jail sex room.
Okay.
Enjoy. Manja, and enjoy. Oh, solo mio, in my jail cell. Looking at my cellmate, and I figure, oh, what the hell?
I don't normally swing that way, but every now and then I'm a prison gay, but not anymore.
No.
Oh, solo mio, not anymore. I get to see my Gina Statuatore. The prison gives us a special sex room. So now it's lights off. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, Luigi. And I gotta go. They're taking me back. I got one more month.
All right. Well,
Arrivederci, everyone.
goodbye.
That is a thing. Prison gay. That's a thing.
Yeah. But also, they have, in some states, they have conjugal visits.
Sure. I think California's one, isn't it?
So where do those take place then?
They'll have a.
I would assume
a room,
a trailer.
Didn't they have a trailer?
Oh, trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's a sex trailer.
I know there were some famous convicted murderers that had 5 kids.
Well, but yeah, and how many of those have gotten married by women who loved them after they were incarcerated?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's a special type of whack job, isn't it?
It really.
The Tiger King got married over the weekend. Did you guys see that?
No.
Speaking of whack job.
Yeah.
What's his name? Artie Smithers? What is it? Tiger King?
No, his name is Joe Exotic. Come on.
How could we forget that?
Joe Exotic.
Yes.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic, and he's back in the headlines. He married what he says the love of his life.
Okay,
Monday.
he said this before. He said that with the guy who shot himself. Remember?
Yeah. On Monday, the 62-year-old married his fellow inmate, Jorge Marguez, or whatever.
Well, it's exotic.
Whatever.
Now. You can just go with Jorge
Well,
Exotic.
now it's Jorge Exotic.
I like to think he
got
hyphenated.
married. Yeah.
What if Joe took his name?
The love story began within the walls of the prison, according to Joe.
I saw him across the cafeteria.
Yeah.
He said, "Would you like my chocolate pudding?"
The couple dressed in matching black tuxedos and white hats when they were married.
Lovely.
So they're still in prison, though, right? I mean, they went all out.
You think they get
in
a
the
cell
prison?
together then?
I don't think so.
Why wouldn't you let the married guys have a cell?
Well,
marriage is like a prison. So.
It's supposed to be.
I'm just kidding, Chris.
Your mic's on, right?
Yep.
Well, there you go. So I guess they got married on Monday. Congratulations to the lovely couple.
How long is he going to be in?
I'm trying to find that out. I'm reading ahead as quick as I can.
He was convicted of what? Allegedly
murder, right?
Allegedly planning a murder or something?
Hiring a hitman?
Hiring a hitman or something? Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
He's been really begging to be pardoned. So.
Yeah.
Well, unless COVID comes back and
he's currently serving
make a sequel.
a 21-year sentence.
They made a sequel. Nobody cared.
For murder for hire plot.
I don't know anyone that watched season 2 of that.
No, I don't either.
I
think we all watched season 1.
Did you?
I kind of enjoyed it.
Oh, you watched season 2?
No, season 1.
Yes.
We all kind of enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too, yeah.
Jorge, his 33-year-old bride, apparently is incarcerated for repeated immigration-related charges.
She even
He's
gets
from
upset
Mexico.
when a younger man is married to an older man.
Yeah,
Not just women.
Boy.
Yeah.
62 and 33. Good luck for them. Love of his life.
Okay, go for it, Joe.
I was surprised they
I say
allowed
burn in
that.
hell, Joe, for what you did
Right?
to the lions
Yeah.
and tigers.
Bears. Oh,
my.
my.
Well, thank you.
Speaking of bears, we have bears in the news.
Well, give me the preview of the Bears in the news.
A Connecticut man is in trouble for shooting a bear that entered his garage. We'll talk about that coming up.
Oh, man.
I don't get that.
Yeah, you're in his...
If it's a burglar entering your garage, you can shoot it. But if it's a bear, you can't. I think maybe we've gone a little too far here. We'll find out what this is all about, and we'll get all mad about it.
Yeah!
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
And maybe be a winner.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing just fine.
All right, sir.
We have Christy Lee over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk. Tell me more, Christy.
A Connecticut man arrested for shooting a bear that entered his garage. Todd Topics told WFSB. Do you want to? We haven't done that in a while.
FSB is some bit. You don't ask us about. Don't ask us about WFMF. Okay.
The incident occurred back in August when his wife told him a bear came within feet of his 2 children.
Whoa.
The bear was chased up a tree by the family dog, but when Mr. Topics realized it wasn't backing down, he fired a few warning shots and the bear ran off.
He's a good boy.
It wasn't until the next day he learned that he had killed the bear.
Oh, my gosh.
He was arrested by the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, charged with illegal taking of a bear.
Yeah.
Mr. Topics completing a rehabilitation program for the first-time offenders, but believes he acted within the law.
Huh.
Oh, apparently not.
Apparently not.
You got a bear in your garage? I don't know.
No, he didn't. The bear was up in the tree.
He was up in the tree when he fired at
You
him.
don't shoot a bear when it's up in a tree.
You don't?
No.
What if
It was
it's
gone.
So you let it come down and eat your kids?
What if it's a tree in front of your house? I say you
Kids
shoot him.
inside while the bear's up in the tree.
Yeah. I think this guy was in the wrong.
Uh-huh. Had he shot him while he was in the garage, that would have been different.
Did it at least get a rug out of the deal?
Hey, Yogi!
I've never known anybody with a bearskin rug. Have you guys? Christy, you have or had one?
We were talking about, if you're just joining us earlier in the show, we were talking about Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. My uncle, his name was Tom. He's passed on, but he was a huge big game hunter.
Gotcha.
And he had a big bearskin rug. He had a whole trophy room with all of these taxidermied animals and heads on the wall. It freaked me out.
Wow.
Now remember, if it doesn't have the head, it doesn't count as a bearskin rug.
That's what I would say,
It
too.
had the head.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Tom?
Wow. I didn't know that. You know?
Yeah, he was something.
I would think people might trip over
He was
the
a
head.
good hunter. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems
that'll-
like I always wondered somebody's got to trip
You
over
come
that
down
head.
in the dark. And that's
Yeah, of course. And those fangs? Oh, my gosh.
I would love to
That'll
see
break a toe.
I would love to see
I was just going to say this.
my golden retriever
Your dog's
come down the stairs, and in the foyer, there's a bearskin rug with a head. I mean, he would stare at it, I would imagine, for quite some time before sniffing, trying to figure out
what the hell
yeah,
is that?
what's going on here.
You don't think he'd bark at it? He'd bark at it.
I don't know.
Really?
This would be a good experiment.
Ugh.
Well, you got to get a bearskin rug first.
Yeah.
Probably hard to find.
You
these
think they make
days.
the faux bearskin
Oh,
rugs?
absolutely.
Sure.
Yeah, with heads on them, sure they do.
I bet so.
Ugh. Video captured in Austin, Texas shows a guy swinging from a construction crane.
Oh.
Oops.
That is so Austin.
KCBC reports the officers responded to Republic Square for a check welfare call after the caller reported a person hanging off the edge of the crane at the top of a building. Video footage shows the man making several wide swings from the crane with a selfie stick in his hand.
Okay, yeah.
While a second person looks on from the crane's arm.
There he is.
Shortly after, the person climbed down the crane's ladder and entered the high-rise building. That person, by the way, has not been identified and no arrests have been made.
So,
This
yeah.
thing is, he's way up there.
Man, these videos are always crazy.
Yeah, he's, looks like a couple dozen stories up.
Yikes.
This is scary.
I
So
saw
is it
one.
legal to do that?
The
I
guy-
guess.
Typically not.
He was on top of some radio tower in Dubai or something, and he looks like he's 1,000 feet in the air.
Sometimes they're just hanging by one hand and they got
Yeah.
the phone in the other.
They've got the phone.
Yeah.
and they're like,
Crazy.
Wasn't there one in Japan where the guy falls off?
Yes.
oh, that would have to happen all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, the one in Austin is, I'm sure it'll, well, maybe he won't publish it.
Yeah, because
Yeah, because he doesn't want to go to jail, maybe? I don't know.
I wonder if this is, maybe they're making a commercial for that glue.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
the guy with the hard hat?
Boy, that
Crazy glue.
really did run a long time and was very effective,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just hanging there in a girder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's glued to the
Super
construction helmet.
Yeah, the original, I think that might have been the first
Crazy glue.
Crazy
commercial
glue.
they did. Yeah, that now they use it to heal wounds.
But I say it's not better than the Flex Seal commercial, where he makes a boat out of.
Oh, that's great.
I mean, that really is
a screen
incredible.
door. Yeah, that's
I haven't seen that one. Huh?
That's amazing.
Wow. A Texas school district has banned Virginia's state flag due to nudity. According to Axios, the Lamar Consolidated Independent School District has removed a section about Virginia from an elementary school online research database stating, quote, no material in elementary school library shall include visual depictions or illustrations of frontal nudity. The nudity in question pertains to the Virginia state flag, which depicts the Roman goddess Virtus.
Oh, yeah, her boob is out.
Yeah, her breast is exposed as she stands on top of
That's,
a defeated king.
That's Janet Jackson.
Along with the state's motto, Sic Semper Tyrannis.
Isn't that what
Booth
yelled?
yelled as he landed as he hit the stage.
But he had the decency to have a shirt on. I think that's the difference.
Thus always to tyrants. That's what happens.
I don't know. I'm kind of okay with them
Virtus?
saying, hey, we really don't want our grade school kids seeing the... I don't know.
But I mean, there's statues all over the place the kids are going to see. They're not...
Yeah, but not in their school.
But they have to look it up. It's in a database online. It's not like it's in a book.
It's a distraction.
Okay.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
Geez.
The thing about it is it's not hot at all.
Hang
No.
on. I beg your
Looks
pardon.
like a dot.
Yeah, so
like
you're
a
saying
lady with a dot on her
it's too Twiggy-like for you. If it were some voluptuous, buxom woman, you'd be okay with it.
Yes.
Don't her legs look out of place or uncharacteristic for that body? Don't they look?
Yeah, I
really-
mean, it's a guy, and they drew a boob on her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, her knees are knobby.
Yeah, that's not a woman's body. You're right.
And what's that thing in her pocket? Is
And
that?
is that a
It's a
sword
big,
that looks like a
sex toy.
penis?
Yeah, it looks like a dildo.
That's more.
That's why the guy's so tired. You know, he got picked for
He
it.
got picked. You know, yeah.
That is
you know,
sick and semper.
They've always said Virginia's for lovers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And there you go.
exactly.
Yeah. Boom.
Sic semper filatus.
Sic semper episiotomus.
Yeah.
Oh.
A
That's the size
newlywed
of
couple
that.
going viral after the bride gave the groom a lap dance during the wedding reception. Yeah. According to the New York Post, the bride named Natalie Sanders shocked both her groom and her wedding
Well,
guests.
what really shocked the guests was when they did the father-daughter lap dance.
When
Hello.
she performed a risque dance that involved flipping upside down and spreading her legs in front of her new husband's face.
Wow.
Ms. Sanders shared video of that performance on TikTok. It went viral. She assured users that the dance was at the end of the night and it was not their first dance.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that makes it okay to...
Yeah, sure. You're partying at midnight. Most of the kids are gone. Everybody's
having a good time.
Grandma's out of there.
Clearly an open bar.
All bets are off.
Sounds like everything was open.
Yeah,
So
wide
she's
open.
spreading her legs in front of her husband's face.
Yep, apparently upside down.
Yeah, I can tell you don't.
Coming to the stage, the bride.
Yeah.
Do not approve.
Oh, it's inappropriate, but
Have you ever?
if Granny was gone, I guess it's okay.
Have you ever done oral?
Gentlemen never ever discuss such things.
Well, we're all adults in here.
No lickety split.
I'm just asking.
Did the groom say I'd rather have pie than cake?
Oh.
Well, you got to say I want pie every now and then,
Yeah.
right? Change it up.
She's not going to stick around.
You know, I used to joke about you only having sex to make a kid, but I think I might be onto something.
That sweet putty pie.
I thought that was Tom talking. Oh, gosh.
According to scientists, people who smoke marijuana tend to have more empathy. The study from the Universidad Nacional Autónoma
Speak English.
Come on.
into Mexico. This is in Mexico. Those who regularly smoke marijuana find it easier to recognize and understand how others feel.
What?
That's what they're saying.
Who has the best marijuana? I know it was BC Bud for a long time, or Maui Wowie.
Alan over at the shack. Oh, I mean,
What?
Uh-oh. Researchers believe
Hope
this
he's
may
not
be
listening.
Right there.
maybe due to pot smokers feeling less discomfort around emotional people, and added that cannabis might be useful to help those with social anxiety and other disorders that make it challenging to be around people. I thought it made you paranoid to be around
the others.
people.
So the study essentially says, look, they may not be more empathetic. They're just more tolerant of.
Yeah, because they're so stoned.
Right. They're more. Yeah.
I would think it would make them have more anxiety around people because you get paranoid. No,
Very paranoid. Most people, a lot of people.
I don't know, but
I did. That's why I don't.
But it's about empathy. It's about being kind to your fellow man and being able to put yourself in their place.
This really is not true. It isn't.
You never see a circle of stoners and, hey, pass it, Brian. No, man, you don't get any. No, they share.
Really?
Yes, they do, but man, they get it's proven that their tempers get worse and worse.
Oh yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
They don't mellow out?
When maybe when they're smoking pot. And if you really think about all the potheads you know in your life, watch them interact with, say, a barista when things don't quite go their way. It's astonishing.
Yes, I know.
Yes, people who are chronic smokers, real short-tempered.
Really?
Yes, when they're not high.
I have never noticed that.
And all these potheads are going to email, no. Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Well, I'm glad that
believe you.
the
Whatever.
pothead you know can afford an expensive latte, if nothing else.
Well, that's, you're paying for
I
it.
have seen some outbursts recently, yes.
Have you really?
Oh, yeah.
You've
People
seen
get
some
crazy.
We saw about
Yeah?
6 over the weekend, didn't we?
I was wondering where this was coming from. Now I know. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of pot, we did get a letter. I know this isn't our letter segment, but we opened the show with your song, Smells Like Weed, right?
No, we opened with Steal My Identity, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Same,
well,
same song. Really.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Anyway, this gentleman says, I listened to Pat's song, I Smell Like Weed.
Smells
I
like
just
weed.
got back from Vegas from my cousin's wedding. Turned out it was the opening for The Dead at the Sphere. He said, at the Sphere.
Sphere?
The Sphere. He said the smell of marijuana was everywhere. Hotel, everywhere. Streets. You
Christy?
couldn't go anywhere without smelling marijuana.
Christy, what are you doing?
I'm just telling you.
Did
that-
you see that the Grateful Dead was mentioned in that letter?
Yes.
And Vegas, apparently.
Yes.
Vegas.
Yes.
I don't
Thank
mind
you,
the
Sean.
Do you want him to go and dire wolf
Find
again?
out and play that audio turd for us.
He said his grandmother was a bit concerned.
Oh,
About all the pot smell?
Yeah.
Wonder if they played Direwolf at the Sphere.
maybe.
Oh, I'm sure they
I
do.
can
Now
look
we
that
talked
up.
about
When you were there for the Eagles, did it smell like pot?
No.
No?
No, it did Vegas?
I didn't notice it. The previous time we were there was some EDM festival going on or something. What was that? Remember that? It was
Oh, that was a long time ago. Yeah.
Brad Garrett. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were. Everybody was dressed like
Flower children and stuff.
fairies.
Yes.
It was 107 degrees, I remember, and there was some
Everybody had-
big festival they had to bus out to.
They had wings and stuff.
And people got stuck out there for hours and couldn't get any water. And
Right.
but yeah, there were people walking through the casino, dressed in giant bird suits. And
So it is legal to smoke marijuana in Vegas now.
Yeah.
I don't mind the smell. Do you guys?
No, it smells pretty good, actually.
I
I can't smoke it.
I've been told I don't like the really good marijuana because the better it is, the more it smells like skunk, and I don't like skunk. Right? Isn't
I
that
don't
supposed
know.
to be?
you got me.
The gnarlier it is.
But the casino had a smoking section. So you'd walk in and walk through it and you smoke cigarettes.
Oh, I was going to say they let you smoke pot there?
They did
You could smoke
in a
cigarettes.
Vegas casino.
Yes, absolutely.
Just cigarettes.
Huh.
Huh.
I thought they did away with all that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Doggone.
Yeah, it was kind of surprising. But yeah, the Eagles with the Sphere was amazing. I'm sure the Dead are great at the Sphere too.
Oh, I'm sure. It'd be awesome.
It's a really cool thing. And I think the other interesting thing they've got going there, they had the big wrestling thing over the weekend. It was the biggest event in the history of the WWE.
Wow.
My son Sam was there, and he didn't go to the actual big event, but he went to, there's a bar, like a 3-story bar that has, I guess, 3-story high screens.
What?
Cool.
It's completely immersive. This is going to be the future. You're going to start seeing these things everywhere.
So he watched the event on this big
And he said
screen.
it was better because you could hear the announcers.
Huh.
So now it's time now to check in with our friends at the Silac Insurance Company. What is this all about? Well, it's all about when you retire, you want to keep having that check come in. That's what annuities are all about. And the experts on annuities, of course, the folks at the Silac Insurance Company. Now, you've been watching the stock market lately. You've been thinking, hey, my 401k is now a 201Z. Well, you don't have to worry about market volatility with an annuity. The Silac folks know what they're doing, and they can explain how it works for you. So you won't have to be stressing about retirement when it's time to retire for you down the road. And remember, with an annuity, you cannot outlive your money. So find out all about it by going to SilacINS.com. And by the way, there's another really easy way to check this out and just get some information. Take your phone and call pound 250. That's pound 250. The pound is the same as what they also call a hashtag these days. But I would just go with pound 250 and say the keywords lifetime income. That's pound 250, then say lifetime income, and you'll get hooked up with some information about annuities from the Silac Insurance Company. By the way, you can also go to bobandtom.com, and there's a link right there. So when it comes to retiring and getting that steady check, plan on it and live on it with the Silac Insurance Company. When we come back, we'll once again visit with Christy Lee. She's over there at the Silac Insurance Company news desk. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Silac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi.
He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Tom is enjoying the official beverage, coffee of the Bob and Tom Show.
Java House.
Good old Java House.
And I'll try not to spill this one on my
Good
lap.
job.
Oh, you got it. You got this.
Oh, look at him holding the cup
Very
with his
precarious.
Oh,
Hold that
this
tight.
this
Hold
even
that
has-
tighter.
You
even
need to
has
get
the logo.
you need to get some of those wide receiver NFL
The
football gloves.
Stick 'em.
Give you a nice tacky feel so you don't drop your cup.
Okay, I didn't drop the cup. I knocked it over. All over my pants.
We've all done it. It's easy to do, huh?
Is it?
No.
I don't do it monthly.
Am I the only one mad about this guy getting in trouble for shooting a bear in his garage?
Probably not. I'm sure there are others who
I think you probably are. Yeah.
It's misleading because he wasn't in the garage.
When
The
he
bear-
shot him, yeah, you don't want to shoot
bear-
your garage up.
The bear was up a tree.
I feel like the other part for me, I feel like he dragged his kid into it.
No, he said this bear was
So-
2 feet from his kids.
No, he didn't. Here's the thing. The wife said, hey, that bear was 2 feet from our kids.
Right.
How do wives talk? We're going to say 20 feet.
So I'm sorry. So you're going to...
I admit.
You're
going
to sick the
Oh, yeah.
DNR. You're going to sick the DNR on Davy Crockett.
The beginning
Hey,
of
look, Davy, I'm sorry, but...
Davy probably was walking and a bear walked right up to him.
we got a score to settle.
Yeah, I got to trust this soccer mom with her measurements? No way.
That's your take on
When
Well,
they bring kids
women
into it, they're
exaggerate.
always lying. Yes.
It was
What about
2
my
feet.
children?
Oh, it was 2 feet and your kids are completely fine? All right.
It's a bear.
Well, if it was 2
You
feet,
you think one of them would be scratched?
the bear would have finished them.
Okay. Never
if the
mind.
bear were in the garage and the kids were in the garage, yes, shoot the bear. But they weren't.
All
The
right.
dog
Do you
had
think-
chased him up a tree.
You
Yeah.
think the bear world refers to our kids as veal? Do you think that?
That's a good question.
I bet they are more tender.
And have they ever congratulated the guy that thought up veal?
That just the word is
Yeah.
it's really marketing. It doesn't get any better
Yeah.
than veal.
It's really smart.
Yeah.
You don't call it what it is.
No, God no.
That's just too sad.
Veal.
Well, hot dogs too.
What do you mean,
Oh,
hot
yeah.
dogs?
Hot
Well,
dogs.
yeah.
All kinds
What are
of
they,
You don't
baby
call it
brats? What are
entrail
they?
tubes.
They don't call it.
pig butts.
Hey, I'm going to go up to the concession stand, grab a couple of snouts.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Oh, that new brand, Slightly Anus.
So veal, hot dogs,
Famous
and
anus.
advanced interrogation techniques. Just call it torture. And by the way, I'm pro-torture.
Yeah.
Hey, we think this guy might know where the bomb is. Torture the F out of him.
Yeah, get the Bernzomatic torch. Grease up his balls. They light faster that way.
Do we know who thought up waterboarding? Do we know where that started?
I don't know.
The Beach Boys.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But they were doing it just as a lark.
Well, yeah, but the music's enough to make me talk. Little surf. I did it! I did it!
How do you
Not a
not
fan,
like
huh?
the
Make
Beach
it
Boys?
stop!
Not a fan, huh?
They have some stinkers.
The hits are great.
Yeah.
Yes, the
Little
yeah.
Surfer
Yeah.
and In My Room can suck it.
Oh, In My Room is great.
It's a
It's
slog.
dreadful.
In my
It's a
room.
dirge.
It is.
There's a place that I go
It's a sad
to
song.
Kill
Okay.
myself.
by myself
Okay, when you sing it, okay.
to play with my wiener.
All right. God, can we do
Maybe I
anything?
should have said Peter.
A new video store in New York City is reviving the brick and mortar movie scene, complete with DVDs and VHS tapes.
This is fun.
According to the New York Post, Night Owl Video is now the only full-service video store in the city, offering 1,500 unique titles.
Arnold labels it as fun.
Both new and secondhand copies of movies are available for purchase. The store's owners plan on offering rentals in the future. So right now you can just buy.
You remember that, Tom? They used. Well, you guys probably remember it too. They would rent machines, the whole thing.
Sure.
Man. You could take a VCR home and watch it and hook it up to your TV. That was a huge industry.
I missed there was one guy that worked behind the counter that I knew, and I'd walk in. He'd go, "Okay, your kids are going to like this one," and this one was great.
1980 bought my first. Well, I was married at the time. We bought our first VHS machine, and I remember buying it. We had to buy it monthly, on terms because it was so expensive.
Like $1,200.
Yeah, it was incredibly expensive.
Did your first ones? Did the movie eject from the top?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and of course I was talked into buying a Beta. Yeah. And the month after I bought it, they stopped making the tapes. And the place I was renting videos at the time, they gave you this booklet
that you had to buy beforehand.
Yes.
Before you rented.
So I had $98 worth of unusable coupons.
And it was better, actually, wasn't it?
Beta
better?
was a better format.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
And you had to
We used it in television.
You set the VCR to record it, and it would just click on, and you'd almost always wake up the next morning, the tape got snagged in the machine, and you missed the show.
That used to be an old premise of, programming the VCR is impossible.
Oh.
Right.
That was like a comedic trope for a while.
You know what Tom did? He would just put tape over it so he didn't have to see all the blinking lights and
Yeah.
stuff.
So that's what that black electric duct tape was for. So this is a video store in New York, but it doesn't rent the videos.
Not yet.
So
They want to do that.
In other words, it's like Amazon, but much more inconvenient.
But they said they have new movies. Are people still putting movies out on DVDs?
Blu-rays.
Blu-rays, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah.
Really?
I don't.
I didn't know
well,
that.
I guess
I still buy a fair amount of physical
Do you
media.
know if I can play Blu-rays on my computer? I guess if I get
If it has a drive.
They don't have the latest computer I bought doesn't have a drive.
no.
in it.
Yeah.
You
Mine
have to
doesn't
buy
have a drive.
Isn't I thought there was a Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon, or something.
I think it finally
Still.
closed, but they will still have like sleepovers.
Yeah,
I
remember
think the last story we had out of there.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll dig that up then. Yeah, I forgot about that. If you're just joining us, hey, hi, how are you? This is the Bob and Tom Show. We are coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. That's Josh Arnold over there.
Hi.
He's in the IHateStevenSinger.com sidekick chair. By the way, Steven has those great new roses dipped in gold available for Mother's Day. I get it done right now because Steven says they're going to run out of them. It's IHateStevenSinger.com. Thank you very much. Chick McGee is across the way at the sports desk. Pat Godwin's got his guitar out.
Hello.
Jeffrey Oskey, a comedian, has joined us in the studio. He's doing some of the technical work over there. So thank you, Jeffrey. But we return to the Silac Insurance News Desk with Christy Lee.
A new survey reveals a growing number of Americans are turning the subtitles on and watching shows on or movies on their TVs with closed captioning.
Can we do a survey?
Love the captions.
I do.
I do.
Never.
I do not.
You do not?
No.
Well, you're missing the show then.
Yeah, you are.
so.
What's interesting
I pay
about this
attention.
survey, they often use the word counterintuitive. This is extremely popular with men and women under 30.
According to a CBS News poll, over half of Americans keep captions turned on some 20% or all 35% of the time. Closed captions were invented to help the hard of hearing, but many viewers are using subtitles for different reasons. The biggest reason is the dialogue is getting harder to hear, which is so true. Oscar-winning sound mixer Tom Fleischman told CBS that, quote, with the advent of lapel mics, there's a lot of whispering, while the innovation of digital sound recording has meant a lot of sound layering, making it harder to get the dialogue to come through. Other reasons include thinner TV speakers, smaller budgets for proper sound mixing, and, as we've talked about before, the Christopher Nolan problem, whose dialogue in movies is famously unintelligible.
Yeah, there's a couple of other things. I was talking to some people about this. One of them is because, again, a significantly larger percentage of young people are leaving the closed captioning on. It's because when they're watching TikTok stuff, they're like at an office or they're at school and they don't want the sound on. Mm-hmm. So all that stuff is closed captioned, which I thought I didn't realize that. That's I think, very interesting. Josh, you're not a closed caption guy?
No, they haven't nailed the timing. I don't like seeing what's going to be said before it's said. So that happens a lot.
Okay, I can see
I
that.
haven't noticed that.
I have a question for you, Josh.
Yeah.
Do they do closed captioning in porno videos?
I'm sure they do. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Because I know sometimes you'll be watching it and it will say, it'll say scary music.
Right.
Or you hear, and it'll say in parentheses, birds chirping. I'm just wondering if they do closed captioning in porno, does it say, she's begging for it? Heavy moaning.
It might say heavy moaning, but if she's begging for it, it probably just spells out what she's begging.
Yeah. I have to see this. That'd be an interesting. That would be an interesting job. Would it be an AI thing, or would it be a
whatever the captioning service is?
Someone actually has that gig.
Your phones have automatic captioning. Just have to turn it on to whatever you're.
I'm just curious what it would say in the world of pornography.
Well, pull one up there and see what it says, there, buddy.
Well, I'm not going to do it right now.
I guess what? Now you can just pull up probably any porn clip and hit whatever.
Well, I've got the controls of Josh's computer. So if I click on this one,
here
we go.
What am I going to say next, Josh?
Probably something about food or porn.
Oh, they're ordering a pizza and they're making love on the pizza box.
I'm just going to come up with a fake title. Oh, here's one, Josh. Dick Goose.
That doesn't sound like it's quite up my alley.
How about All Hands on Dick? Naval Academy.
What are you looking at?
Thank God it's
I'm looking at Josh's computer.
Well, that's all gay porn. I only look at that on my phone.
Good Lord.
Well, what if someone can answer my question about the closed caption?
We did,
and
you refused to accept it because one of us.
And you're going to look it up again, and you're going to announce it in 5 minutes. Oh, here's the answer.
Boy, I'll have one of your distinguished friends tell you that it's
it'll
the
be
case.
Exactly what we
You'll believe
said.
it.
Oh, his distinguished friends don't watch porn.
Or I'll put
you
it on
know
NPR
that.
and you'll believe it.
Lynn Rosetta Casper was making a turkey.
Oh, I trust anything she says.
Yeah.
I love her. You and I are big fans.
Oh, yeah.
What about Shay Stevens? She's my new favorite news lady.
I don't know Shay Stevens.
NPR.
I don't either.
She's
okay.
Real early in the morning. She's pretty good.
She's good.
Oh, yeah. You ever heard Shay Stevens?
Of course.
Yeah.
I remember Shadow Stevens.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting up there now.
At the Hollywood Square.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is he still around?
Yeah. He must be doing
I saw a
something.
photo of him recently.
Are you serious?
Yeah, with a friend of mine, yeah.
Oh.
Shadow's a friend of yours?
No, Fraser Smith is a friend of mine,
Oh,
a
yeah.
radio guy, and he was with Shadow Stevens 2 days ago.
Nice.
Wow.
They were
I'll be
coming out of
darned.
a restaurant.
Shadow always seemed like an affable chap.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is, Shadow Stevens. He's 77 years old today.
Just got off the surfboard, right? He has that kind
He
of
did
He
have that
does.
surfer look.
He sure does.
What's coming up, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we're going to have an update again on our fire festival. And the Japanese scientists have grown chicken with an interesting texture. We'll talk about that coming up.
Yeah, and this this Fire Festival story is interesting in a different way than
What we traditionally talk about.
yeah. It's actually really a smart move, not by the Fire Festival guy, but by the other guy, don't you think? Well, we'll see. You'll see what we're talking about. Right now, we were talking about sound and about closed captioning. We're thinking about doing a new thing called closed captioning radio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we're on your dashboard.
No, I'd like to get to the ground floor of this. You need investors?
All we need is a screen. Well, everybody has screens now.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about Raycon Everyday Earbuds? That's what you need. These are handy, unlike captioning for radio. Everyday Earbuds from Raycon are perfect as a Mother's Day gift. Oh, unique, interesting. Where'd you get these, she'll say. Their latest model of Raycon's better than ever. 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and she'll never ask you to help her with her Bluetooth again. Raycon sync almost automatically. Raycon has a quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, and Raycon's has active noise cancellation, starting at just half the price of other premium audio brands. Raycon's everyday earbuds come in a spectrum of vibrant colors to match your mom's style. And Raycon also offers a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now so you don't forget and get 20% off site-wide. Raycon, 20% off site-wide. Just go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, William Shakespeare's birthday.
Billy Shakes.
Are you celebrating, Josh?
Yes.
Also,
I'll be doing a one-man show of Taming of the Shrew in my basement.
Okay, and then reread the Cliff Notes from Macbeth.
That's right.
These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Want to share something? Send us an email. bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's money. It's money. You idiot.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Work with more.
Christy Lee at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
hey, chick.
We have a song this time.
Oh, I got
maybe,
tons
huh?
of songs.
Yeah, you got tons
Got
of
a
songs.
bag full.
Tom, you got a song in mind for Pat? You got a meeting yet?
I've got a challenge, Pat. I'm going to read for the first time here.
Hello, Josh.
Hi.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hi,
Turn
Tom.
this computer on. Okay, I'm going to find out.
Turn the computer on.
It was
When
off.
you come in the morning,
That's
you turn it on.
75% of the show gone.
I want. Never
Maybe a
mind.
Are you going to challenge us?
Yeah, I'm going to do Today in History. I got to find it here.
Oh, boy.
Pat, at some point in this, you have to figure out some connection to a song. Okay? And you are not aware of what happened today in history, I'm sure.
I might be. You never know.
Oh, okay. Well, then you don't need me to tell you. What have you got?
Today in history, a year ago, had my first orgasm.
Well, how about that?
Yeah.
A year ago.
Yeah. I was celibate for many, many years.
Have you had any since?
No.
Just the one?
Just the one.
Is that
yeah.
true?
You didn't care for it?
No, I didn't. It scared me.
Okay. This is no time for levity, clearly. Let's begin with birthdays. William Shakespeare, apparently born in the state in 1564. You got anything for him?
Yeah, sure.
You do? Yeah.
Oh.
Right away?
Billy Shakes.
Be or not to be? Where is my gate at the airport?
Is it to be?
Oh, no. Keep the guitar. I mean, you can do this for every one of them.
I did one. I don't think I'm going to be able to
No,
do two.
you have to do them all. Yeah.
Okay.
You started off hot, though.
And now we're gonna skip a few centuries. In 1928, Shirley Temple, the child actress who would, of course, go on to become a distinguished diplomat. Shirley Temple Black
Invented the boozeless drink.
Yes, of course.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I hate
Shirley
those.
Temple.
What's the lollipop song she represents? No, that's
The Good Ship
wasn't
Lollipop.
Good Ship Lollipop.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
On the Good Ship,
Lollipop.
Okay.
It's
That was
Men are
She
staring-
was a charming kid.
Older men are
course
staring
she
at
was.
me. Won't they stop?
All
On
right.
the- well, she
There
was
we go.
young.
Another song.
Cute.
Now,
I like
wait a minute.
Another home
military
run.
movies.
I have a question. I don't know the answer to this. Shirley Temple, of course, that's a drink. Arnold Palmer
A drink.
has a drink named after him. Of course, that's what lemonade and
Yeah, walk
I
us
have
through
Iced
it.
tea.
I have a
Iced tea
drink.
with
I have
a-
a drink
Half
named
and
after
half.
me.
with a huge, thick, dangling straw.
And what's the drink named after you, Pat?
Club soda.
Oh,
I have issues.
I thought it was just more than one.
Wow.
Oh, you having a Pat Godwin? It's somebody's eighth drink.
Is there another drink named after a famous person? Come on,
Oh,
there has-
sure.
Probably. Tom Collins. Who was
Harvey,
he?
Yeah,
the
Tom
Harvey
Collins.
Wallbanger.
There you go.
Harvey Wallbanger, sure.
Rob Roy,
Rob Roy.
an Irish.
Harvey Wallbanger wasn't a real person.
He was a real person.
Sure he was.
Yeah, he's a
He
wallbanger.
invented the steam engine.
He was the first drywaller.
All right. Okay. How about this one? You have a song based on, born in 1936, the great Roy Orbison.
Well, I mean, I know Pretty Woman, you know.
Blind from birth, was he, or did he become blind?
Here's drinks named after people. The Mary Pickford, the Charlie Chaplin.
No, never heard of either one of them.
Well, Mary Pickford was.
I mean, I've heard of them, but I've
America's
never heard a drink.
Well, just because you haven't ever heard of them.
Okay, so you're
doesn't
telling
mean-
me if you walk into a bar at 10:30 this morning,
Yeah.
I'd like a Mary Pickford, please, they're going to go, oh, sure.
Give me a Chaplin, and a good bartender would know, yes.
There's the Fatty Arbuckle. It's just a glass of champagne, and then you push a lady down the stairs.
And then you take the bottle.
Hey.
None of that's true, by the way, if you really read about
Yes,
it.
you're correct.
He got
There's
railroaded.
a John Daly, which you take the Arnold Palmer, and then you just put booze in it. And Diet Coke. Diet Coke, lemonade, iced tea, and vodka.
Boo. That sounds terrible.
Ginger Rogers.
Was that ginger ale and something?
Let's see.
I've never heard of any of these.
Gin, ginger ale, lemon juice, fresh ginger.
A lot of ginger in Ginger Rogers.
Mint.
Ugh.
And undrinkable.
That doesn't sound good at all.
They're undrinkable.
Okay, I'll make one of these, and you drink it.
Harvey
There's the,
Wallbanger was not a person, by the way.
There's
You know what?
the Gary Coleman, which is just a mudslide in a shot glass.
See, there you go. That's a legitimate joke.
Oh, applaud here.
It's similar to the Emmanuel Lewis.
What?
Except you can still order an Emmanuel Lewis, I think.
Which one of those guys is dead?
Gary.
Okay.
The John Kennedy, you pour a beer.
Oh, boy, yeah.
This isn't going to work.
You blow a hole through
No,
the head.
nothing.
Just put a shot in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Happy birthday. Is this guy still with us? Lee Majors?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
Majors is still alive.
Was he Mr. Farrah Fawcett
He
for a
was
while?
indeed.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
America's beautiful couple.
$6 million
Were you ever
man?
attracted to Farrah Fawcett, Tom?
There was a poster.
Well, I think
boy.
everybody
Famous
had
Not my type. Too much.
I'm right in that.
Too
where
much
that,
weird.
A lot of nipple.
that poster was
Her
everywhere.
maiden name, Spigot. Did you guys know that?
No.
It was Farrah Spigot. And then
Farrah what?
Became a
yeah,
faucet.
then she married Kohler Fawcett is the man's name.
Happy birthday. Very fine actress. Jan Hooks, of course.
Yeah, very
famous,
funny.
And her dad, the famous pirate.
Okay, the captain?
Yeah,
Captain
of course.
Hooks. Yeah.
Boy, she was gone too soon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, she's no longer with us?
No, sadly.
Sorry
And
to hear
she's
that.
wonderful, especially as the Alamo tour guide in Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, yeah. Very funny.
There's
Can
no
everyone-
Ben.
Can everyone say hi to Pablo and Anea? Good.
Old friend of the show, George Lopez, born in this date in 1961.
Ah, Jorge.
And Jorge, in his divorce, got custody of his ex-wife's kidney, interestingly enough.
Yeah, good
Oh.
thing she didn't ask for it back.
That had to be a rough day. That meeting is a tough one.
Yes.
Nobody saw that divorce coming.
Wow. John Cena, the big star of the wrestling event over the
Just
weekend.
named heavyweight champ of the world, undisputed. Yeah.
And a charming actor.
Yes.
I think he's charming too.
Yeah.
And a crazy butt.
And a great guy. If you
He
read
seems like it.
If you read about John Cena, the stuff he does for kids, he's a wonderful guy. Did you see that funny article about him where he was saying that he was forced to get hair transplants
Yes.
because his fans were booing him, and so he all right.
Yep.
He once claimed he loved hooking up with really big women.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah. So good on Cena and good for the big ladies who got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
You know a guy like that?
Oh, yeah, I sure do.
I told you that in confidence.
You know him too.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I know the guy.
Yeah.
Comedian, writer Cal Penn. He's been in the studio with us from Harold. and Kumar.
Ironically, he does not. He uses a computer.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Not
I
a
see.
pen,
Word
no.
processor.
And that is his real name.
Ironically, he's allergic to ink.
Oh. He was part of the Obama administration.
He was.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Secretary of State.
He was.
I don't think it was quite that, but
Yeah, and Tommy Chong was the agriculture.
that kind of makes sense.
It makes as much sense as. Happy birthday to. Not happy birthday. The end of the Ottoman Empire, of course, replaced by
The recliner empire.
This is the end. This is the end of the Ottoman. Don Henley.
Oh, yeah.
Not the,
Yeah.
all right,
Go ahead.
Nobody
I
was
should've-
happier about the end of the Ottoman Empire than Dick Van Dyke.
Oh,
He
he
could
never
finally just
tripped.
walk through
Yeah.
his
another
house.
fine. No, go ahead. You can play it now.
I'm done. It bombed.
No, it didn't. I just had a better joke.
Yeah.
And he was talking right to Tom with the Dick Van Dyke material.
Sometimes you got to give him
what he wants.
a little treat there.
Czech Grandmaster, oh boy, Vlastimir Hort played 201 games of chess simultaneously and only lost 10.
Wow.
Simultaneous.
What's his name?
His last name is Hort, H-O-R-T, first name Vlastimir. Vlastimir.
Vlastimil.
Something. Doesn't matter.
I'm
I
not
don't
familiar
know.
with his work, but obviously very clever gent.
Hort.
Putting the check in checkmate. Huh?
Table for
Oh,
three.
very good, very good.
Table for three. Hort.
Hort?
Anyone? Hort? No one. All right.
You know that great joke where the punchline is the check is in the mail?
Oh, yeah, something about a bear eating.
Yeah, the bear eats the two people. Okay. There's a male bear and a female bear.
You got something there, Pat? You're playing.
There's a Russian and a Czech. And
we don't know that.
Okay, it's a classic.
Either.
I can't tell it. Go ahead, Pat. You can play your last song.
And what is it about?
Well, here's something that Christy mentioned. In 1988, smoking was banned on domestic flights of 2 hours or less in the United States.
I always love the announcement, please do not tamper with the smoke alarms. Because that means it happened.
Who's going in there with a screwdriver?
People are in there disengaging them.
Trying to smoke in the bathroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pat Godwin.
Well, I have my packs of cigarettes, but I can't smoke, I forget. And I need a cigarette so effing bad. So kiss me, I smell like crap. I smoke all day, just took a nap. Didn't brush my teeth, but I love you so. Christy's shirt looks like placenta. That's what chicks said hours ago. And I think it's beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
I'll think of her tonight as I whack myself.
Oh, it always devolves, doesn't it?
I gotta go.
It didn't rhyme.
Didn't matter. Still got the
illegal.
laugh. Get the laugh. Get the laugh.
Myself on a jet plane.
Okay, thank you.
I whacked.
We got it. We picked it up the first time.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
What a mess. And it started with you.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm a
No, it's
troublemaker.
not his fault.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio at the Silac Insurance News desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
Pat Godwin is here.
Hello.
Jessica Alsman joins us.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Yes, thank you, Christy. Not everybody hears it, but there's a glitch.
Yeah, there's
in
a
this
glitch
show,
on that.
and
Yeah.
we've known about it for weeks, and no
nope.
one's doing nothing.
I agree, Josh.
I hate it. I'm going to start up to. You know what? I'm too nice, aren't I? I'm too nice around here.
Well, I'm glad you're too
Put
something.
your foot down.
What's the glitch? Do we
I'm
know
also
what the glitch is?
265.
Yeah, at the end of a certain promo, it goes into 3 other words of something, and it just
Okay.
cuts it
Yeah.
off.
Ah,
Yeah.
well, this is why we have to go through with my invention.
What's that?
Closed captioned radio.
That's right. We would capture it then.
Got more letters from deaf people. Mm-hmm. I certainly enjoyed Josh's musings. Now that I can read them.
I love you, Tom.
Okay, thank you. No, don't be mean.
I'm not being mean.
Where was I? I know. Coming up, it's going to be
Can't hear me.
Sexy Time with Allie Breen. But right now, the lady with the very pretty blouse. It's Christy Lee.
Thank
very,
you, Tom.
Very summery, colorful.
Springy.
Placenta. Nothing says summer like.
Where
a
do you
placenta.
get that? It doesn't
Looks
look
like
like.
a
From the lady's
placenta.
vagina. It comes out.
Look,
after-
I've only seen.
Find me a picture of a placenta.
I've only seen a picture of a placenta in a health book.
Put it up
Chick has
there.
seen them live. I guess some of
I
you
have
guys
seen one live one.
I've seen a
Does it
couple.
look like Christy's shirt?
A
No,
little bit,
not at
maybe.
all.
Yeah, a little
I've
bit.
never
It makes
actually
sense
seen
that it would be purpley and red. and-
Yes,
Oh,
purpley
yeah.
and red, and all runs
Goo-
together like a
gooey.
tie-dye shirt. Yes,
That is not tied.
It's just a mass of blood vessels, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's floral.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Not at
placental.
all.
Not the placenta. It doesn't
Oh.
look like
What
flowers.
kind of flowers,
Flowers
are
look
those?
like tulips.
All right, next.
Other than hideous. Oh.
The Fire Festival will be turned into a music streaming service, apparently.
What?
Is that
Deadline
right?
reports Mr. Sean, is it Rech? R-E-C-H?
That's
You
it.
have to ask
Rech,
him, I guess.
right?
Rich.
Has acquired some of the famous events trademarks that would allow him to launch the service. The deal comes after it emerged that the second iteration of the festival was postponed indefinitely.
Look, you can do what you want to do, but don't give these people your credit card.
Yeah,
No.
no, don't do it.
Sean has not acquired the festival itself, which is still owned by Billy McFarland, who's still searching for a new location for his Fire Festival, too. Yeah, you think he'd give up after the
Right.
first one. Mr. Rech co-founded the True Blue streaming service with former To Catch a Predator host Chris Hansen.
True blue, baby, I love you.
Is that Debbie Gibson?
Cyndi Lauper, I think.
Cyndi Lauper.
And he
Okay.
told Deadline, it has nothing to do with music. I needed a big name that people would remember, even if it's attached to infamy. So that's why I bought these trademarks to start our streaming network.
That's brilliant.
No, what?
And Mr. McFarland apparently is expected to have a presence on the network.
I mean,
so-
this is, Josh, I'll put
What
this.
did he buy for that was infamous? Chris Hansen?
No, he
No,
bought the name
Fire
Firefest.
Festival.
Oh.
I don't know why the world wants a new streaming service. I can't imagine that's going to succeed. But
True Blue is Madonna. Sorry.
Son of a gun.
I was going through some linear thought for a change. Josh, for you, the example would be when they remake a movie that's been a huge bomb, but they do a new one because everyone knows the title.
Some sort of, so it's a name recognition thing?
Yeah, so even if the name is, in this case, infamous, he goes, well, people are going to know it right away. They'll get some publicity. This is
boy.
why my new restaurant,
Yes?
Hindenburgers,
I see.
flame broiled. You're laughing now.
I'm sorry.
With hydrogen.
I really think that's fun.
I do too, actually.
I think that actually
And
would
the kids all get hydrogen-filled balloons. This is going to be a big success.
It's Hindenburger.
You take a lighter to the hydrogen little balloon and whoosh.
That's right. And,
Yeah.
and if you have a gift certificate in the balloon, you win free dinner at Hindenburger.
No, but I'm trying to think of a good example. What was the sci-fi series that was based on a really crappy movie that was a really good?
Twilight Zone?
No,
Lost in Space or
one of the
Dune was pretty
outer
bad. I think the
space.
first one.
Battlestar?
Yeah, Battlestar Galactica. That was based on a movie that bombed.
Yeah, the John
No, it was great.
It was a TV show.
The TV show
Right,
on
but
ABC.
I'm saying they took a title of something that was not successful and turned it into something successful.
Something
so
serious,
this
yeah.
guy, I think his logic is, well, a Fire Festival got so much publicity for being such a scam that he wants to use the name because people will recognize.
I wouldn't want to be associated with it at all. And
Me either.
like Chick said, as a consumer, I'm very reluctant to give them any info.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it's this. Yeah, who knows? I don't know. Is there a market for any other streaming services?
Yeah, what could this offer that the others don't?
I don't get it because they're trying to make money off other people's music. I give up. But I think it's kind of funny that it would be kind of cool to get have a Firefest 2 hat.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
That's
ironic
funny,
and
yeah.
odd. And
Yeah. Much like our idea yesterday to do a T-shirt for that. What's the stuff when you barf in school? They sprinkle that
Boban?
Voban. Mm-hmm. That'd be fun to have like a Voban. People think it's some really hip band. You go, no, this is the stuff that the janitor throws on the floor when kids barf at Mercer
I never
School.
knew what it was called. It just looked like
That's
kitty
one of the
litter.
names.
Well, it's
Yeah.
one of the names. There are quite a few different products, but that seemed to be the one that came up a lot.
But if you saw that, wouldn't you think, hey, this guy's different? I've never heard of the Voban. What is that?
It might
It's
be
a-
Vaban for vomit.
Could be. It's a conversation. See, it's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
People walk up and go, "No, is that Vobam or Voban? And what's that for? Is that a band? No, it's barf."
No.
Why are you using that voice?
Yeah, what's going on with the voice?
Because I'm being the girl coming up to Christy, who's the guy in this scenario.
You're being nice? Is that your nice voice?
Yes.
Sounds like you hit your head. What's going on?
Well, it says a lot that we don't recognize Tom's nice voice.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
I know. I've never heard it.
Japanese scientists have grown nugget-sized chunks of chicken in a lab.
It's about time.
They claim the lab-grown chicken has the texture of real meat. A team from the University of Tokyo.
Thank goodness for that.
Now, with real meat.
The team from the University of Tokyo created the faux meat
Oh, Tokyo.
using a bioreactor that mimics a circulatory system, which allowed them to produce whole-cut chicken meat weighing over
Now,
10 grams.
If this was a circulatory system, it'd sound a little something like that. God, I'm mimicking. Never mind.
Researchers believe their system not only offers a sustainable, ethical alternative to conventional meat, but could also help create artificial tissues and even whole organs in the future.
Well, that's interesting.
Now, how much would you pay?
Wow, my heart! It tastes like chicken. So it's there are so many of the different versions of this fake meat coming out.
Yep.
So I don't have they had fake chicken before? They've had fake beef. I know that.
Impossible.
Yeah, but not the chicken.
They have, I think, the Boca people have a faux chicken sandwich.
I don't care how many you eat. faux chickens.
Oh, yeah, 3 or 4.
Oh,
1, 2, 3, faux.
I agree. Yeah.
That's the way my mom would say it.
So this is really. I don't understand why. Who objects to eating chickens? I'd be happy to. I mean, I'd be happy to lop the head off a chicken
Well,
right
a
now.
vegetarian won't eat chicken.
Right.
It's pretty cruel to him, I think.
Because
living in-
vegetarians don't eat
Vegetarians,
meat.
they don't- yeah.
If you've
But
seen
this
that
leaves more for us.
That Portlandia bit where they go into the restaurant and they go, can you tell us if our chicken had a name? They ordered chicken. Well, her name was Clark.
They wanted super organic.
Yeah, super organic. He lived on the outskirts of town. He had a wonderful life.
You volunteered for this.
Yeah, he volunteered.
Aren't chickens essentially brainless?
Yeah.
I mean, they're real dumb.
Wasn't there a famous chicken that lived without a head? For
It's literally brainless.
Chet.
That's just muscle memory, isn't it?
They had to stuffed corn down his neck hole.
How did that thing live?
He didn't have a head or a face or nothing, just a neck hole.
He toured around the country.
None of his turtlenecks would fit.
Yeah, he had to get rid of those, didn't he?
Had to get rid of them.
All his hats.
Christy, would you
bought a new necklace?
Would you want to try the faux chicken?
Not really. No, I'm not a big. I know it's going to make somebody mad, but I'm not a big faux meat person. I've tried the Impossible Burgers.
Some of them are tasty. I think Boca Burgers are really tasty.
Boca Burgers or vegetable burgers are great. But the ones where they try to be meat, like Impossible.
If being a vegetarian is so great, why do they keep trying to make everything taste like meat? Why don't you just stay in your lane?
I have no problem with people having ethical issues or health issues.
Well, this stuff is so good it actually you can taste the bird flu in it. That delicious.
Say what you want. That does add flavor. It really does.
It really does. It tastes a little different.
That's why.
You know what?
That's why it's catching.
It tastes dangerous.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what it tastes like.
Coming up, it's going to be sexy time. But first, Chick McGee.
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. That's right. We trust Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Studios. And you know how skeptical Tom is. He trusts Simply Safe, though, and millions of Americans enjoy the new standard in home security and greater peace of mind every time they arm their system. Traditional security systems only take action after somebody's already broken into your house, and that's too late. Simply Safe has Active Guard outdoor protection that helps prevent break-ins before they happen. With AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents, if someone's lurking around or acting suspiciously at your home, agents can see and talk to that lurker in real time, turn on spotlights, and even call the police, all before the lurker has a chance to get inside your home. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees, and monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. There's a 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. And visit simplysafetom.com right now. Get a load of this. This deal is unheard of. 50% off a new system at Simply Safe, plus professional monitoring plan. Your first month is free. 50% off, first month free. Go to simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, Sexy Time with Allie Breen. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Guess what time it is, Tom? It's time to help the lovelorn, the people in relationships, because we're all experts.
It's Sexy Time.
Here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Christy's here, Pat Godwin, Jess Alsman, Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Chick and Tom, and there's Allie Breen.
And we have in New York City, it's Allie Breen, comedian. And
why didn't you get the big glasses?
Oh, Chick.
I like them.
She looks
I know. Chick, you're going to give me a complex.
No, they're fine.
They look great, Allie.
They are big.
It looks like you're going to do that librarian thing in the movies where you take off your glasses and the plain Jane librarian takes the glasses off, shakes her head, and oh my God, she's gorgeous.
Exactly. I have to put my hair up in a bun next time I talk to you guys and do the full.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
By the way, is the man bun over? I saw a guy.
think so.
I saw a guy last night that had one. I wanted to go up and go, hey, it's great to see. Just before COVID starts, you got your hair ready.
I don't know if it's over because I ran into a guy that I hadn't seen in a while that used to have long hair, and I was like, "Oh, you look great! You cut your hair," and it was just in a man bun underneath a hat. So I guess it still exists. Yeah.
Maybe I'm jealous. Sickening. Well, let's just move forward here. The way this show works is you can reach Allie Breen at your favorite social media platform. ALLIBREEN, and we take letters from those that have issues in the world of adult things. That would include dating, et cetera, et cetera.
Wow. You can just walk right to your car, but you go all
you go down by the river.
You go down to the restaurant. You go over look at a shop or two.
Allie, they're just mad at me because I've invented something this morning on the show. I call it closed captioned radio.
This could be one of the worst ideas you've ever had.
So on your dashboard, the way this will work, on your dashboard, you'll have, because we were talking about the fact that, let me ask you a question. Allie, do you, when you watch movies with your boyfriend, do you have the captioning on?
Yeah, I think I usually do have the captioning on.
It's amazing how many people do, especially people under 30, a significantly larger proportion of
My
those
girls
folks.
do. So you're encouraging people to read and drive at the same
Yeah,
time.
I know.
Yeah, exactly. So my idea is, because you've got that thing on your dashboard now that has all the gizmos and stuff on it. And now you can just, I didn't hear what Tom said. You get a button that backs up the text. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that.
I'm sure with AI technology, that's probably possible.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sure
there's
it
gonna be
is.
so
I mean, it's
Tom
obviously a
induced
terrible
accidents.
idea, but
Yeah.
Not safe.
I think they can do it instantly. So when you watch the news and they have the closed captioning, is that done by a machine? Or is that a
It
human
must
being?
be.
I think it has to be a
I
machine.
think it's all AI now. So.
Yeah. Because they get a lot wrong. It
They
definitely
do.
is not, it's not accurate, but it helps. And there's a delay. It's annoying, actually, when there's a delay.
That's
you
what
don't realize
Josh-
you're
yeah.
reading and watching at the same time.
Well, Josh was saying sometimes with comedies, the closed captioning will have the punchline before the setup's even done. So the
That's not-
timing is off.
That's not what he said.
Sure know how to
that's funny.
misrepresent.
In
me.
Jeopardy. No, for example, Jeopardy, you can see the answer before they actually get to say the answer.
Oh,
with
okay.
closed
Yeah,
captioning.
that is true.
They're ahead of
I'm
the
sorry,
game.
I didn't mean to misrepresent you. That's when you were talking about porno movies and the closed captioning on porno movies. I really want to.
That one, there is a person that does it, though. There was a comic that said his job was doing the closed captioning for porno movies.
Really?
Like, he had
No
to
way.
watch and do all the ooh,
That's what I was wondering if they do that, and then what do they? I know they never talk
Yeah.
about the word no, and not from a woman's lips. In a
Boy,
porno.
we've tried to tell
Yeah,
you
we've
that,
tried-
how problematic
Yeah, we
that
tried
is.
to tell you nobody likes that joke.
It's not a joke. I mean, it's about the
It is a
reality
thing,
of the
and it's an
reality
awful
of
thing.
pornography. Well, let's just move forward here. We have Allie Breen joining us. Let's get to our letters, Allie. I don't know what took so long.
Dear Allie, my friend constantly complains about her boyfriend and how awful he is. He has a bad temper. He's disrespectful, cheap, unattentive. She goes on and on and on. Then she brings him around and expects all her friends to be cool with him. I usually just try to ignore him, but I ended up in a conversation with him the other night at a friend's dinner party, and he was so charming. I actually might like him better than her. I'm thinking of texting him to hang out and tell him everything she says, because if she thinks he's so awful, why should they stay together when I would date him in a heartbeat? The dating apps have slim pickings. What should I do?
Well,
Boy.
there goes your friend.
Well, but I think this guy's putting on his best face for
Yes.
you. If you swap with your girlfriend, you're gonna meet Mr. Awful.
That's
probably.
Exactly.
That's like abuser 101.
Let
Yeah.
her. Please go after him. Please ruin your friendship. And in 6 months, when you're in this position, you go back to her. I hope no one's there.
She
for
really
you.
did write us, hey, should I blow up my world?
Yes.
On the off chance this guy might not be a
Yeah,
nightmare.
the old switcheroo never
So
works.
she's thinking then that her friend is making this all up.
Yeah.
What
or
would
exaggerated.
what would her motive be?
She's not making
Exactly.
it up.
This woman
No.
has been charmed
Vented.
by a sociopath.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
But she always wanted you to be nice to him, so she didn't get in trouble when she gets home with him. You know what I mean? He'd be like,
Well-
your friends are such,
Yeah.
B-words.
You want to spend the rest
Yeah.
of your life flinching, lady? Go ahead.
Man.
Yeah, why doesn't the girlfriend get the hell out? What's she doing?
She's
Yeah,
stepping in support.
that's also the. Well,
Right.
yeah.
But
That's
he's
also-
probably doing the same to her. He's probably charming when he's not being a nightmare.
Right.
And so she's like, oh, maybe this other side of him will go away.
Both of you get
It-
rid of this guy.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It does not go
Okay.
away.
All right. Well,
Blake Lively will make a movie about it.
It's also the case. Anytime
great
you
line.
talk to anyone, there's so many instances you talk to friends' boyfriends who are charming. It's crazy to always think you can just steal them.
Yeah. This.
Well, who does that?
Yeah.
You ain't woman enough to take my money.
On that note, I'll remind you that Allie Breen can be reached ALLIBREEN on your favorite social media platform. And I should say, she's also on OnlyFans at ALLIB. Okay, we be ready for the next letter, Allie.
Yes, we be. That was quite the transition.
He's been doing it all morning.
That'll look good on my new closed caption radio.
Shut up.
Oh, God.
Shut up
Dear
about
Allie.
it. Okay.
Me and my girlfriend have been together for 5 years, and we're talking about marriage. She said we first need to go to therapy. We're actually fine, more than fine. We don't have problems, so why waste time and money on therapy when things are good? She says it's necessary for a healthy relationship. I don't think it's necessary, and I don't want to get into something where I'm stuck going to therapy a lot if we do get married. What do I do? I can't refuse it, can I?
No, you go. You just go, and maybe it'll be a temporary thing.
Take your lumps.
And the therapist will usually say, "You guys are doing great. You're
Yes.
fine. You don't need to come back."
And then we're going to get a letter from you fairly soon saying, I went to therapy with my fiance, and our therapist is incredibly hot. And I don't know what to do.
Or through therapy, I discovered I really don't like her that much, and we're going to
that'd be
break
a
up.
good thing then. Get it out of the way now.
Married at all.
Yeah.
Do most people, before they get married, like if they're getting married in a church, they'll get counseling maybe
Yes.
from a priest?
And
Particularly
Yes.
Catholic,
Catholics, we have to go to
There's a whole
retreat.
thing, right?
So maybe this is her way of like,
a
I think
bunch
we're
of
supposed to do this?
a bunch of different churches have that as a requirement.
You have a retreat.
Right.
You have to take a test.
Oh.
And then
Yeah.
you get
What?
hooked. Yes, and then you, after the results of the test come back, you each take a test, and then they go over the test, and then the priest goes over the test together with you, and you sit there, and they tell you, well, you disagree on this. Let's talk about that. Wow. Yeah, and
Now,
then
in this category, I noticed that you just drew a line, and they're all B's. Instead of actually reading the questions, we can tell you were fake.
I'm kind of a busy guy. I don't really have time to take a test.
and then you usually go on a retreat with other married couples in the parish.
Oh,
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Oh, God.
Oh, so you can swap, I bet.
Yeah, that's
so
a
you
great
could
idea.
swap.
Well, to see what
I didn't know the church was so kinky.
No.
Did they talk about
no.
sex?
No, I didn't go to the retreat. I only got to the test part.
Time for the Holy Spirit, they say.
Do they play that cool trumpet thing?
Reverie?
At the retreat.
What, to wake you up every
Which
morning?
one's retreat?
That's the wake up, yeah.
Oh, that's wake up.
Okay, sorry. Allie, I can see we've answered this one, so we'll move on. What else have you got?
Nailed it. Dear Allie, I'm dating a very Christian guy. This is on point. So I've been totally rocking his world. He's never had the kind of sex we're having. We're doing all positions all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And he
boy.
literally can't get enough of me.
Oh, yeah.
The thing is, I'm not going to be able to keep up with this pace, and he thinks it's just part of my personality. How do I create an off-ramp without him losing interest?
Well, you started off like gangbusters, so you got to keep it up.
Doesn't that naturally
Yeah.
kind of
This
calm
letter
down?
is
Yeah.
this is genuinely weird.
It
Well,
is.
and naturally it calms down, as Elsie
Right.
said. You don't keep up that pace.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
it'll feel like it's to
They-
him. I think he'll be okay.
Dating someone is the ultimate sales job. You know, you're going to be at your 100%.
Yeah,
Right.
at the best in the beginning, for sure. It's like the honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
So
you
you're
gotta
saying
lock them down, and then you can become yourself.
so you want
Wait, is that how it works?
Boy, the temperature just dropped 40 degrees. Every one of my fears just
same
was
here.
just verified.
I just got to chill.
Yeah.
Remember the time she said, "Why, yeah, that sounds like a great idea." Long gone, baby. Long gone.
Yep.
I got you
Yeah, when
locked
she was
down
like-
now.
I just
It was like, I love watching football on Sundays. I don't ever want to go to a farmer's market.
Of course I'll go fishing with you.
Let's go apple picking. Yeah.
yeah, you'll just slow down. It'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think.
If he really cares about you, I don't think he's going to.
It depends. Maybe for cash, offer him an extended warranty. This will keep happening for
money.
For money?
You could try that.
For $5,000 a month. This kind of action will never stop.
This kind of action.
And if I get tired, I'm going to bring in
Trixie.
Reserves.
bring it from the bench. It's Zelda. Okay. Or if you're just joining us, hello, hi. If you're just joining us, we are on the Bob and Tom Show, happily hanging out with the lovely Allie Breen in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Let's get back to the action, Allie. What kind of letters do you have right now?
Dear Allie, I've been dating a married guy for almost a year because we wanted to see if we clicked before he blew up his entire life.
Oh, okay.
All of my friends and my therapist say it's going to end badly. Either he doesn't leave his wife or he does, and we end up not being a good fit. I really like him, and I don't know what to do. It seems too late to blow it up now. The damage would already be done anyways, right? What's the point of backing away?
Girl.
Want some reinforcement.
We're sorry, ma'am. You wrote a comedy show.
Yeah, this is an actual issue.
Yeah, we were.
We don't have the skill to do this.
We respect your situation enough to let you know we simply can't help.
We actually got stumped.
Yeah.
Well, get divorced and spend some time by yourself. Just go ahead.
He's the married
He's
one.
the married
Yeah, 'cause
one.
even if he did blow up his world to be with you, within a year, he's already planning with someone else, probably. You know what I mean?
Well,
yeah, how you met somebody is potentially how they're going to meet the next person too.
Hey, just pulling you around.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure I like you enough before I ruin my life. Hold on, please.
And as we just mentioned earlier, you present your best self when you're not really in a relationship, I guess.
Yeah.
So who knows what it would be like if you really blew up everybody's world.
So sad. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get to our next letter.
You know what? You really sound disappointed.
Well, my only suggestion was, is there any way you can make him a widower? That'll make the whole thing a lot easier.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that
get
helps.
some crime
Yes.
going.
That's the only thing missing from this story is a good murder.
That's what I said.
Exactly. A good Dateline story. Why not?
convicted murderer claims she heard the idea from morning radio show.
Exactly.
They told me, dude.
Okay, dear Allie. My boyfriend's dad is really creepy with me. He always hugs me too tight, puts his arm around me so he's actually just touching my side boob, and makes sexual comments all the time.
Side boobs hot.
I told my boyfriend, and he says that he's just being affectionate and that he's always like that. His brother definitely sees what's going on and agrees with me, but how can I get my boyfriend to stick up for me? What should I do?
Why don't you learn to take a compliment?
Yeah.
Boy, that is awkward.
That's so creepy.
The brother, I would like to think the brother would step up and go, "Hey, Dad, why don't you take it easy here?" Because the boyfriend's clearly not going to.
Ask the brother to step in on your behalf.
Is there a mom around? You could kind of call it out like, hey, I'm really ticklish on my side boob if you cannot hug me there. It's weird.
Yeah, at least jump away or something.
Right, like, oh, I don't like hugs. Thank you. High five.
How about garlic chewing gum?
Well, you still want your boyfriend around.
Hi, Harold. It's nice to see you.
I don't know. I don't think garlic would deter me from getting a little side boob.
I feel like some guys wouldn't be deterred. You're right. Because do you remember there was that whole story? I think it was George Bush Sr. would like grab girls' butts and be like, "Hey, I'm David Copperfield."
Yeah. He had a whole come out that was his
thing. It was his joke.
But he was so old, and I'm not defending that kind of behavior, but he was so old I can't imagine anybody being truly threatened by it. But it is still
I kind of
Not
agree.
appropriate.
it is not appropriate. Yeah.
If a former president ever did that, you can't help but I would think you're right. The guy in a wheelchair, basically.
Yeah,
Right.
That's exactly right.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it is a little unattractive though if the brother has to stick up for you as opposed to the boyfriend.
Yeah, where's he at? How is that okay?
He doesn't.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well, we have time for one more letter, Allie. What have you got?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend keeps talking about wanting to go to a sex club. And we've talked about it so much in bed, like dirty talk wise, that I've said how much I want to do it, but truthfully, I don't want to go at all. It really seems probably creepy and disgusting. But now he's actually planning to do this.
How
and
did
I
this
don't know how
happen?
to say no.
I don't understand how this happened.
I don't know how to say no without ruining our talk in the bedroom. What do I do?
Well,
Oh my God.
I think you just tell him what you told
yeah, you
us.
say, "Hey, look, I was just playing."
Hey, I didn't.
You could
really-
say that you applied for membership and were turned down.
Yes.
Tell them you have syphilis.
I mean, that's just, you could say, hey, I was reading some articles. Apparently, they are just rampant with STDs.
There you go.
I would love to keep this as a fantasy and not.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that they call the club Herpes World, that should tell you something.
Now, who would call something like that herpes world?
Yeah. Maybe she should incorporate that into the sexy talk when they're in the middle of it. Be like, ooh, and then I got syphilis. And he'll just let it it'll ruin it for him.
God, that's so hot.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Herpes world.
I'll get Studio 69. Get it?
That's so funny. I
Sex
think that's
club.
the opposite of what people think. I think they think that stuff's super monitored, like that it has to be super clean and hygienic.
I don't know if it is or not. I don't know if you have to show test results or not.
I
to go
don't.
in
I
there,
think
but-
it probably depends on the caliber of the
Yeah,
club.
yeah.
Probably.
There
yeah.
are certain very high-end clubs. In
Yes,
the
you have
bigger
a
cities.
library card. You're in.
Upper Manhattan, the sex clubs might be pretty nice.
Yeah.
If you're going to one behind a Big Lots, probably not great. Hey, welcome to our sex club.
Hey, Floppy be itching.
Where's
Meet me next to
everybody?
the trash can fire.
Where's everybody else? We're just getting started.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just me. Yeah.
Sheila and Brian are in the creek.
Well, Allie, are you working this weekend?
Yes, I'm in town. I'm at the Comedy Village this weekend, and then next weekend I'm in Philly at Helium.
All right. Well, thanks, Allie.
Yeah.
You can reach Allie Breen, ALLIBREEN, on your favorite social media platform or on OnlyFans at ALLIB. Thanks, Allie.
Bye,
Thanks,
Allie.
guys. Bye.
She and her little kitty cats were in the
Yeah,
picture
they
there.
were having a heck of a time.
You want to watch the show later.
Like a cat bee hole in
Yeah, the whole time. Cat's
TV screen.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. We're talking numbers for starters on this one. BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy in a much more convenient way, and also a way that's less expensive. Traditional in-person therapy can cost anywhere from $100 up to $250 plus. So that's money adding up pretty quickly. And with BetterHelp, it's significantly cheaper, up to 50% less per session. See what I'm talking about by visiting BetterHelp.com/BT show. Now, what is the point of all this? Well, the point of it is therapy. And if you've been thinking about therapy, but you're a little nervous about it, maybe you don't want to go to some stranger's room and you're in there talking and it's awkward for you. How about this? You can do this all online, which takes one of the components of the awkwardness out of it, because you can be anywhere you want to be at the appointed time. The way you set it up by taking a kind of a quiz, a questionnaire, and they will fix you up with one of 30,000 plus therapists with a variety of specialties at BetterHelp. And then you can work on whatever you want to work on, coping skills, maybe relationships, setting boundaries, whatever it might be. And you can work on yourself with therapy. And once again, you access it by going to betterhelp.com/BT show. /BT show will knock 10% off your first month. It's BetterHelp, HELP, betterhelp.com/BT show. Now, we are not done. We have more to come.
Oh, yes.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show. Portions of the show brought to you by Champion Windows. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Gunner will be there. I'll be there. We'll have some beers for you.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Pat Godwin, Jessica Alsman. I'm Chick McGee. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Auto Parts.
Ow.
Honk, honk. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. I'm doing a little bit of romantic research.
Oh, how nice.
Oh, on what?
I just saw this headline. I haven't read the article yet.
Big date this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, could be.
Oh.
This comes to us from the New York Times, the distinguished, the old gray lady.
Yeah.
Yes.
A headline, and I'm quite literally seeing this for the first time. Man sinks in quicksand and emerges with a girlfriend.
What?
I don't understand.
Was
So
she
that's where
down
they
there the whole time?
That's where they come from.
I
Son
didn't
of a
know
gun.
that.
This is so
You
weird.
could have saved a lot of money, huh?
Man, I've been going to clubs.
Okay. I know where this happened. The man got stuck in quicksand on a Lake Michigan beach.
Well, that sounds horrifying.
He was rescued and found himself in a relationship.
Oh, okay. So the rescuer.
Mitchell O'Brien was hunting for Leland bluestones.
Poon.
He was hunting for poon.
Are these the blue stones? Oh, no, those are the Petoskey rocks or whatever.
No, Petoskey stones. And by the way, there is a new Petoskey stone watch.
Isn't that something?
From the
boy.
Shinola people.
Weren't you gifted one?
No. I just Chick presented that to me.
Oh, no.
You're
The information, not the
Halsey,
watch.
you're looking confused.
I have no idea what you're
it's
talking
okay.
about
It's
at
all
all.
right.
A Petoskey stone is.
No, so we're fine.
It's a beautiful stone found in the north western Michigan.
Comes out of the
Michigan.
butts of seagulls.
It's not found in the butts of seagulls. the thing. Have you ever heard of Shinola?
I've heard it. I don't know what it is.
the
but I've
Used
heard of it.
crassly.
Yes, that's the only way I've heard it.
Yeah, the old phrase was, "You don't know from Shinola."
Yeah.
And I believe wasn't Shinola a brand of shoe polish?
It was
That's
indeed,
what that
yes.
part of
That's
it.
A company in Detroit bought the name or whatever, and they're making beautiful watches, very nice watches. But they're now making one out of Petoskey stone.
I apologize. This is all my fault.
Just awful.
Yes,
Sorry.
back to
Really is. Talk about narrowcasting.
very long show.
Not really.
No, we have like a minute.
So Mitchell O'Brien was not looking for Petoskey stones.
No.
He was looking for Leland blue stones
In all the wrong places.
at Van's Beach.
Hey, I'm Van. Welcome to
When
my
his
beach.
friend Brianne Sika began to sink in quicksand. Oh, this is like every Tarzan
Sika and
movie.
you shall find.
Though he sank waist deep in the sand, the 37-year-old told the New York Times, "I knew not to panic. I have to be a macho man. You can't ask for help when you're trying to impress the girl you're with."
When you're sinking in quicksand, you can ask for help.
Yeah.
Please help.
After unsuccessfully trying to pull Mr. Bryant out, the pair called 911. 4 firefighters responded and freed Mr. O'Brien after about 10 minutes.
And she fell in love with one of the firefighters.
Mr. O'Brien said he and Miss Sika had been really good friends before the beach visit, but now after the ordeal, they are official.
You're going to have to wash
Isn't
those
that
pants.
cute?
Take them off.
Oh, the New York Times tackling the tough issues.
Great story that is. Huh?
Boy, what next?
Hey, we got some extra ink. I do that same thing.
That's been around for years, that story.
Synthetic cotton candy? I know. I'm surprised, too. Yeah.
I predict, Josh.
Yes.
This will show up
He's
in
still
a
going.
Hallmark movie because it is a classic meet cute.
It's not a bad,
that's
not a bad intro.
pretty good.
It would have been better if one of the firefighters.
Yes, fell in love with them.
Yeah.
Well,
Him
that's
or
gonna
the
be one of-
girl?
that'll be her ex, is a firefighter.
Oh, yeah.
What?
There you go.
Boy, quicksand is that whole notion is just horrifying.
I,
But it's
I
not
had a-
real.
It's all, yeah.
What do you mean
there's-
it's not real?
Supposedly that
You
doesn't
can't
happen.
go all the way in, they say.
Well, I got stuck in quick mud as a child, and I'll never forget it. I got all the way up past my knees, couldn't get out.
Well, you're real tiny.
I was
And
tiny.
admittedly, your knees are
You know-
6 inches from the ground.
That was probably a puddle.
They asked me, would you like to have a time machine? Yes, I would. I just go back. One of the things I checked, see Christy stuck in quicksand as a toddler.
I wasn't a toddler.
Crying.
I was in grade
Crying.
school.
The ice cream cone melting.
I was in the backyard at my babysitter's house. I'll never forget that. The babysitter's house, like ugh.
Boy, that's horrifying.
Cigarette hanging from your dad's mouth.
In all
Get the
honesty,
hell
My
out
dad
of
was
here.
at work. My mother was at work.
Did you lose your shoes?
Yes.
Remember those great scenes in those jungle movies when they hit the quicksand and then they cut away, they come back, you just see the guy's safari hat floating in the sand. Yeah, that's pretty
So
horrible.
that's not real.
Remember the
Okay,
Bugs
I'm-
Bunny cartoon where the guy gets in the quicksand and the natives are dancing around the pot on the fire and the natives are going boo goo gaga, boo goo, boo goo.
Yeah, we don't really review that. But thanks.
Yeah, those weren't documentaries. Were
that
they?
was.
Are you sure?
You may remember this guy. This is for the New York Post.
You may remember me from.
Do you remember the guy who called himself the human collie?
Yes.
No.
It's a disturbingly
It is so creepy.
realistic looking suit, isn't
Yes.
Yes.
This guy spent like $20K or something making a dog suit.
it?
Yep.
So gross.
By the way, apparently he may be forced to shutter his so-called human zoo.
Yeah, he makes costumes for others, doesn't he?
The
So
human collie
A petting zoo.
opened
I
what he
bet.
calls the Toko Zoo,
Why wouldn't he call it California?
It was right there.
Well, he's in Japan, isn't he?
where animal role
Oh.
players can spend $300 to wear a realistic Alaskan Malamute costume.
Isn't that something?
And
You know,
apparently,
The masks they have now for everything are unbelievably realistic.
Right.
It's like Mission Impossible stuff.
Yes.
You can't tell the difference. It's unbelievable.
This guy's on social media begging people to come do this because he's not bringing in enough to keep his human zoo open.
I can't buy dog biscuits.
Please help fund our mental illness.
Yeah, this guy lives like a dog, and
I crap in the backyard.
The suit. If you see this suit, you think you're looking at a dog.
Yeah, it's pretty real.
Absolutely,
Just so
amazing.
they can live like a dog. There's no
Yes,
like
and-
bestiality type
No,
thing
he
going
just-
on.
No,
ball.
he wants to be the dog. Yeah.
Ugh.
Throw the ball. Throw the ball.
Boy.
Okay, well,
I think we're done here.
stay.
Yeah.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
NBA veteran Jim Jackson takes you on the court.
You get a chance to dig into my 14-year career in the NBA and also get the input from the people that will be joining. Charles Barkley.
I'm excited to be on your podcast, man. It's an honor.
Spike Lee, entrepreneur, filmmaker, Academy Award winner.
Next man.
So, now you see, I got you. But also how sports brings life, passion, music, all of this together.
The Jim Jackson Show, part of the Rich Eisen Podcast Network. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.